Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the finale, season finale in the Champions League. Sly Guy against Lynx. That's the battle for the title tonight. Black Box in the comments saying he is back, and he is back for one more appearance. Is he in the lobby yet, though? That's the question. Yes, he is. Black Box is back, and he's in the lobby. And his teammate for today, Blaze, has just joined in the Red Bull as well. He's just waiting for Knowlesy and Andenge. Andenge has literally just joined. Knowlesy said he'll be joining at 7:30 on the dot. And sorry, I'm in game chat, aren't I? Sorry. Quickly join a party. Usually have Bradfield with me, don't I? So usually chatting away in the party to him, unfortunately. So I'm not doing the heading of everyone in the lobby all night. Yeah, anyway, like I say, that's the battle tonight, isn't it? Sly Guy against Lynx. But they're not going to have it all their own way, because, like I say, Black Box is back. He was very much a title contender until he unfortunately had to drop out. Blaze as well, again another top driver who won easily last week in Monaco, dominated the race. Epic the Animal has had a lot of bad luck this season, but he's up there as well. So it will not be simply between those two. There'll be other drivers that come into play, try and affect this. Nunda, even to Death Train, even to Fear, even to Slayer, even to Immortal. Everyone's in for the finale, aren't they? I can't blame them. So just wait for Knowles. He might be 5 minutes yet, but we're still at 5 minutes till half past anyway. Tango's got a new helmet on tonight, so we've got to watch out for Tango's helmet. Yeah, Troy A is on standby anyway, in case Knowles will turn up, I'm pretty sure, by half past, as he has said. Let's have a look into the standings then. All important standings. It is 11 points between Lynx and Sly Guy. So if Lynx is on the podium today, Sly Guy needs to win and have the fastest lap. Lynx has got to set his sights on P2. If he's P2 today, no matter what Sly Guy does, Lynx will be the champion. Sly Guy first with fastest lap, and Black Box second is what he's saying. Yeah, Black Box is going to try and do all he can to stop Lynx winning this, I think, isn't he? But obviously he'll do it the nice way in terms of blocking positions, not taking him out. Mind you, Black Box still after a bit of revenge, I think, for Britain when Lynx took Black Box out. But yeah, Lynx of course was penalised for that, and then started further back in Azerbaijan, which is not a great track to be starting further back on. And that did gain Black Box back some points. But yeah, Sligo, that wheel disconnection in Monaco last week, crashing out unfortunately, and Lynx managed to pick up a decent haul of points, which put him back up to back up on the perch of the standings. Apart from that, it's a gap of 109 points to Epic the Animal in third, Sloth then in fourth. Great season for Sloth. Sam in fifth, Tommy sixth, Arda seventh, V Robbie eighth, who's had a great second half of the season. Well, this last 5 or 6 races, he got 3 podiums in a row at one point. Max in ninth, Keza in 10th. Yeah, it's only Keza tonight that's not racing. Keza and who's the other one not racing tonight? It's KD as well. So yeah, they've been, and there's 2 empty seats anyway. So we've had 2 empty seats the last couple of weeks. So yeah, the full reserves are Tango in the Ferrari, then it's Black Box and Blaze in the Red Bull. And the other reserve is Knowlesy, who'll be with us shortly, hopefully anyway. Don't want to do the maths. If Sly Guy wins, Lynx would need to finish first. So that doesn't make any sense, does it? Lynx just needs to try and finish second, but I'm sure Sly Guy won't have it all his own way. But we know if Sly Guy is on his absolute A game and he doesn't get any bad luck, he will be the favourite for the race at least. It's just, can Lynx try and outpace Black Box and Blaze and Epic the Animal all around there? It's yeah, 11 points. I mean, back in the old days where the points weren't as big as they are on offer now, it wouldn't have been that would have been a lot harder. But with 25 points obviously for the win, 18 for second, it's quite easy to make that gap back up. So we've seen the title fight between Lewis and Max all season. At one point, and Max was I think 38 in front. All it take was for Lewis to take Max out in Britain, and that was it. You know, it was right back down. And then he got his teammate to take him out in Hungary as well. So, and then all of a sudden it switches over. But no, only 1 race left to go now, so running out of time for it to happen. Sloth had a strong start to the season. He did, and yeah, he won in Austria, didn't he? He was right at the top of the standings the first 5 or 6 races. But yeah, he has fallen off. But mind you, the pace of the others has really started to come through as well. But yeah, in terms of relegation, there's obviously no point even looking at it, because we know no one's getting relegated. It's all going to be mixed up for next year for HDE, which I think most people are in the server for now. If you're not in the server for HDE yet, get yourselves in it. get yourselves in that if you're not on it already, and you get your roles sorted out. Have a look through all the new server. It's only a few weeks before we get underway for that as well, so really looking forward to that next season. And yeah, I'll still be here on the Saturday doing, which will be Division 2. A lot of these drivers will be in the Division 2 as well. I think Tango's in it, Death Dragon will be in it. I think I'm not sure, Immortal might be. V Robbie, Sloth, Nunda, they're in it. Sam is in it as well. Lynx obviously in Division 2 as he can't make the Sunday, so a lot of these will still be racing on a Saturday next season. Just with a few new challenges as well from ALR, and then maybe another one or two that are currently reserves. But yeah, really looking forward to it. And Blaze, of course, as we mentioned, the winner last week, he'll be having a full-time seat in Div 1 next season as well, so another competitor. He was dominant last week, wasn't he, in Monaco? He must have got quite bored. He did have a bit of luck in the sense that Sligo obviously had his problem, but yeah, Blaze took full advantage of that and made no mistakes, which is a difficult thing for Monaco. Knowlesy's got to get himself in right now. Troy A is ready if he can't get in. Quickly send Knowlesy another invite. He said he'll be in 7:30 on the dot. It's 7:30 on the dot now. He's not in. Where is he? Hopefully he joins in the next minute or so. V Robbie saying Div 2 better than Div 1. Argue with your stairs. Yeah, Div 2 I'm really looking forward to that. Let's have a look for the grid whilst we're waiting for Knowlesy. I'll get up the grid and we'll have a little look through. Nearly 7:31, Knowlesy. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Right, announcements. Where is the grid for Saturday night next season? Here we go. Look how strong this is. We've got Immortal, we've got Farad in it, he's coming in the championship. Sloth, Dylan, Lynx, Keza, Knowlesy, if he turns up on time. Fanjo as well. Fanjo is one that I've raced him in silver in ALR. He's one of the quickest drivers in there. He'll be fantastic in terms of the pace. Menace Max, the Premier League champion. Nunda, Death Dragon, Plotters is in here as well on the Saturday. Obviously, Premier League driver at the moment. Sam Swift, Siege, Tango, TK as well. TK is another driver from Silver. Total Peas is in here as well. He's incredibly quick. Troy A, who's our standby driver, will be in a minute if Knowlesy can't get himself in. Theo saying hand up. Yeah, I think Theo's ready, isn't he? This race will determine driver of the season as well, saying Black Box will win it now. V Robbie's in here as well, and young Tommy making up the grid. Yeah, if Knowlesy's, we can't wait too long. We've got a title decider on our hands here. It's a couple of minutes late, so we've got Theo and Troy both ready. Yeah. In terms of the constructors this season as well, I've not had a look through constructors. Let's get those up pretty quickly. Allows in one more minute. Been really nice, aren't I? It's still up for grabs. And there we go. Knowlesy's in. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Alfa Romeo in the lead. 330 points. 27 ahead of McLaren. So that's not the only battle between Sligo and Lynx tonight. So for McLaren, Shadders. There he is. Shadders could really come into play with this tonight as well. He'll be looking to get some points to get McLaren up to P1. Although it'll be a big ask. And then the rest is pretty close to in the midfield. Towards the bottom. Red Bull and Ferrari are the two teams scrapping it out. There's 6 points between them. Of course, Red Bull though, the thing is with them, I mean, look at their drivers tonight. They've got Black Box and Blaze reserving, so that could really help Red Bull in that battle. And they're Tango and Nunda in the Ferrari. We're looking to get some points as well for them to try and keep that fight alive. But I'm looking forward to this. I can't wait. Qualifying is going to be good as well. Hopefully we don't have too many trying to start at the back, so it just makes Q1 interesting as well, because I think everyone will be wanting to starting up as high as they can. We saw last night a lot of the DRS trains as well. It's just difficult to get through if that does form up. It's a really pacey track, but there's a lot of incidents last night. It was a really poor race in the Premier League, who have been quality all season really, but last night it just wasn't the best, was it? To be honest, we had cars flying up in the air, didn't we, at some point as well? And it is a dry start in qualifying. Can't wait to see who wins the championship, saying Jake the Slayer. Neither can I, but whoever does win it will have to be racing to their best ability today, I think that's for sure. And yeah, just waiting for the cars to get in the session. Hopefully this isn't an early lobby glitch. Oh well, this isn't a good start, is it? Overtaking not too difficult here. No, it's not, as long as you're not in a big DRS train. Hopefully we'll actually get ourselves in the session soon. It might just be it's a delay glitch. Yeah, not sure if any drivers can tell us if they're in the lobby or not. We've now got another countdown on. There we go, we're in. So we're probably about 40 odd seconds behind. We're 6 seconds. Yeah, we were 6 seconds ahead, weren't we yesterday? It's crazy, that glitch. But there's all 20 cars. You can see them in all their glory there in the paddock. And yeah, of course, I'm not sure about weather. Hopefully one of the drivers will let us know. Nunda, give us a weather update, mate. No, we're not getting any glitch. We're not getting any timing glitch. That's good to see. Blaze is going to be first out on the track. Love the pit exit here. I was mentioning it last night, but you've got to be really careful because it's so easy to go wrong. Team Lynx saying Nunda supporting Lynx. Tommy's retired, so he's one that's going to be starting at the back then for today. And I'm going to do a quick poll in the chat as well. Who do you think is going to win the World Championship tonight? Will it be Lynx? Will it be Sly Guy? Sly Guy, as we know, on his day, he's got more pace. He's got more pace, but Lynx has got an 11-point advantage. 11 points. That's quite so. Like I say, he only needs a P3 as long as Sly Guy doesn't get the fastest lap. If Sly Guy wins and gets fastest lap, and Lynx finishes third, then they'll be level, but Sly Guy will win because Lynx only won one race this season. He's just been very consistent, whereas Sly Guy has won. I'll have a look in the statistics soon, but he's won quite a lot. Good 7 or 8, I would say, as an estimate. But here's the poll. Get that up now as Blaze is now starting his lap as well in the Red Bull. And yeah, it's long straight. DRS. Quali says wet. It says raining quali, but race dry. Siege is saying. Turns into turn 1. This is so easy to invalidate. List a little bit here if you turn in too early. No, he's taking that nice slow Blaze. And this is where we saw a huge crash. Car flying up in the air was Irish ADHD from Argentina last night, wasn't it? And they say, I can't see a sector time because I think 16.5 sector 1 time is fantastic time there from Blaze. He's got some pace around here. Really looking forward to seeing him racing next season full time. Yeah, as we mentioned, last week's winner in Monaco. And yeah, Brazil again, it's a short circuit, isn't it? Really short circuit, but as we know, it's a lot quicker than Monaco. But we should be seeing some rain in qualifying. I think that's why almost everyone is going out straight away, because the rain's going to come soon. It is cloudy, isn't it? Blaze gets a little bit of a wobble there, but still going to be decent enough, and it still should be enough to get him through. Sorry, I'm going to get this pole up. I'm just too busy watching Blaze's lap. It's been a tidy lap up in that little wobble. So easy to go wrong in so many places around here, so you've got to stay concentrated. Blaze back across the line. Can he get the 106s? Nearly in the 106s. Good lap there from Blaze. Epic the animal getting the 106s, so it's a fantastic lap from him. Sly Guy's not too far behind. I know he's invalidated. And who's that? As Immortal facing the wrong way in the Aston Martin. He's got to get himself back on track. Yeah, Sly Guy has invalidated his lap. So that's not the best of starts for him, especially if it does start raining soon, but he doesn't seem to be much of a rush. Though he is having to let cars by, and Sloth and Death Dragon done 174, 179, Tango's a 172. Noticed last night it's incredibly close. It's really close in terms of the margins around here. Lynx is also invalidated, so both of the World Championship contenders. That's a funny line to take, isn't it? But they're trying to get more speed going onto the straight, I think. That's something they've learned together. Or is Shadow's going to give his teammate a helping hand here? Sly Guy's gone really slow. Yeah, Lynx might get a bit of a tow from Shadows here, although he's slowed down, so they're both trying to play games with each other here, aren't they? Oh, and that's Nunda. Oh, and he's lost it coming out of the first corner. He's lucky not to have a wheel off there. And Siege, what's happened to Siege? Has he started at the back, or has he crashed out somewhere? I've not seen it. And Sly Guy and Lynx, look how close they are. This is not the way to win it, I don't think, but Sly Guy's going to try and make a move, I think, on Lynx. This is risky because someone could get a penalty here. Sly Guy's going to try and dive down the inside. He is, and that is not the best of starts, is it, between these two fighting out for the championship. You've got to be careful you don't get a grid penalty or anything. But overtaking each other on the quali lap's not the best idea. I'm not too sure what they're doing, to be honest, but I think they'll come into play. And have they just made contact there as well? I'm not too sure what they're doing, but I'll take our eyes off that. Nundalen, who've got a bit of a wobble coming out of turn 1. I'm not sure he's got any damage. He looks okay, but he's carrying on. He's going to go for another lap, I think. We'll go on board with Sully. Sully went up to P3. Both Aston Martin 6th and 7th, and Mortal did manage to get a lap on the board. Shadows at 1:08.1. V-Bobby's on a lap now as well. Yellow flag from McLaren slowing down. I wonder who that is. We'll set the pole going, finally get it going. This is all action here. 100 bits from Dobrev. Thank you very much, mate. That's for the Champions League boys. Yeah, they've been absolutely fantastic this season, haven't they? It's been a really good show to watch. Sly Guy and Lynx both done slow laps then, but now they're both pulling each other up again, aren't they? I'm pretty sure they're in a party together, aren't they? I'm not too sure what the game is between them. V-Robbie's there, coming out of the pits as well, trying to get it out the way the best he can. And and who's done that? Was that Sly? I don't know what they're doing here. Sly Guy's got a 5-place grid penalty, but this isn't. I don't know what they're playing at here, to be honest, but that is not what we want to see. Anyway, Sully is going again. Only one time to 106 so far, and that is Epic the Animal. V-Bobby's getting out of the way just about. I don't think Sully's on a quick lap anyway, but yeah, Sligo's got a grid penalty. I'm not quite sure what they're doing, but he's obviously confident. He's happy to start at the back then. Yeah, Tommy not too happy about that. I think they both want to start at the back. Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? But yeah, that's not the way to do it. Yeah, Tommy and Max and Siege will be starting at the back, and I didn't see Siege. I didn't see if he crashed or what, but we'll see. He's not going to be getting through to Q1, through to Q2. Sorry, as Sully does come into the pits. Black Box down in 18th, then to Black Box. He's one focusing on his own race. In the Red Bull then, that's going to be a very, very strong team today, that Red Bull team with Blaze and Black Box. Black Box crossed the line to 1:07.6. I'm not sure if he's using no assists now or what for Black Box, if he's gone something differently. But yeah, it's a bit off the pace of what you'd expect for him. But like I say, I'm not sure if he's changing assists or something that's made him go a bit slower or whatever. But Death Dragon on his 4th lap on those tyres went to P7. He was nominated for most improved of the season, Death Dragon, as well. And I'm not sure if he's won it all yet. But the awards video will be out next week, hopefully, if not the week after. But they're definitely, it's definitely a fan's favourite, Death Dragon, for his improvement this season. It's been absolutely incredible. Who's going to be a Champions League champion then? So far, we've got 3 votes now for Lynx and 5 for Sly Guy. So he's getting close between them. You know, both down in the pits, aren't they, at the moment? Sam Swift in 17th has invalidated his lap. Very consistent, Sam Swift. He's been a fantastic driver this season. We carry on the Saturdays next season as well. They're teasing each other, saying Dobrev, yeah, so we're not getting other cars' way. But they're obviously doing their own sort of game, and they in a party together. And Arthur's going slow on his lap. And here comes the rain then. So the rain has just started to come down. So this is not good for Sam or Andenge or Knowlesy, because they have not set a time yet. And obviously the track's only going to be getting slower with a little bit of a sprinkle on. It doesn't take long for it around here to get really, really wet. As we saw last night, we had 5 cars. I think Liam was one of them, Dylan was one of them, Theo was one of them. They didn't pit onto the inters under the safety car, and they had to come in straight after. It was a terrible choice from them in terms of their strategy. And yeah, they learned to pay for it, didn't they? Yeah, Sly Guy and Lynx. Sly Guy's going to be starting further back, isn't he? With that grid penalty. I'm not sure if it gave Lynx one or not. Black Box in 10th. Going, no, he's not going again. I'm not sure anyone else would really improve now. It's just Sam is in the pits. He'll want to be getting out as soon as possible. And then Knowlesy as well. I'm not sure if they're active or not, but if they want to qualify, they need to be getting out on the track as soon as possible. Max down in P20 though. He's happy starting last as Yas number 4, and that was Immortal crossing the line just to start a lap. I've watched Immortal. Was it start or was it to finish a lap? No, he is going out. I wouldn't risk it now. The track's a little bit damp. He gets safety through, I should think. He's 1,000th in front of Black Box. Really close between them two. And the Master getting P20 because the game knows one of the worst. Yeah, it always puts Max last. I'd love it if it did that for me. I like starting the back, but it always puts me at the top of the lobby. So if other people do it, there's been times I've wanted to start last. I've ended up 15th or 16th and just thought I might as well qualify if I'm going to be that high up anyway. and that's really cost me, because whenever I seem to qualify I seem to crash or not have a good race. But everyone is in the pits apart from Sully and Immortal, and yeah, someone is coming out of the pits now. It's now for Tauri. I think that must be Arda then, because Max obviously the other Alpha Tauri. It still says he's in the pits, but yeah, there we go. He's now says he's on that out lap just to get to the end of sector 1. Is that Sam coming straight back out as well? I think it might be. In the other Mercedes, as Immortal comes into the pits. Yes, Sam is on an out lap. Now I know it's going to be slower for him because obviously the dampness on the track, but Siege and Tommy are there ahead of him, and they're out. They've not set a lap, so all Sam needs to do really is set a lap. Of course, the danger is then, and Engine Knowlesy might go to set a lap, and it'll be a shootout between them. But it looks like Sly Guy and Lynx are getting through here, so have a quick check. Did they both get grid penalties or not? Let's see what they're up to. No, it's just Sly Guy that got the grid pen. Anyway, yeah, and Engine Knowlesy seem pretty content with starting the back, don't they? Defo the worst, winning the title by 50 points, saying Tommy. Yeah, Tommy was Max's nearest challenger, wasn't he? In the title race for the Premier League, which Max won last night. Tommy on the podium last night, as was Max as well. The most consistent ones, that's why they were the top two. They were fantastic. And yeah, I think Sam is just trying to get a lap on the board here. He's not using his deployment. But yeah, the risk is obviously if And Engine Knowlesy then come out and set a lap about now, they could be quick. They could go quicker. Even says it's not raining too heavily, to be honest. Forget about what I said about getting wet really quickly here. As Dobrev chips in another 100 bits. Thank you very much, mate. He's pushing up this competition quite a lot by himself at the moment, so yeah, I think there's only 5 people that have actually donated so far over this weekend, so good chance he could be the winner. I'll stick 100 in myself. I always say I've got to try and match it, but it's been absolutely fantastic, Dobrev. Thank you very much, mate. But Sam Swift on his lap length. Sly Guy has now retired, so he will probably get through, won't he? Still, with And Engine Knowlesy looking happy with sitting in the pits, and Sam, I'm not sure if he's going to choose to start at the back or is he going to try and set this lap. He's going to set the lap, so it'll put him ahead of Siege and Tommy. There you go. He's up into 13th. He's actually got ahead of Sly Guy as well, so that is Sam through, I should think, if Lynx is going to be starting the back as well. And Engine Knowlesy then still both sat in the pits. Everyone's in the pits apart from Sam, and this is fun, isn't it? It's just a game of waiting really for those two. Thank you, saying Nunda to Dobrev, and their hype train is close as well, so if anyone else wants to chip in, get that hype train going, get yourself in for the competition. Shadows and Immortal have both retired as well, so yeah, V Robbie, Sloth, Death Dragon, Arda, they're safety through, as are Black Box and Nunda. Only way Sam or Sly will be out is if And Engine Knowlesy come out to set a lap, but they don't look like moving at the moment. But Knowlesy is saying that he ran home to make it for the race, so I think he's probably up having a shower now, isn't he? After that, I hope it doesn't affect his performance on the track. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me if he is going to start last. And yeah, everyone is retiring. Sam's retired. They're all following each other. But yeah, Sam's retired on the track. That's fine. Death Dragon's retired. Just wait. I don't think we'll be moving on any quicker though, because And Engine Knowlesy seem pretty stable there, don't they? If someone can just spam them with messages, tag them. Nunda, get yourself retired as well. Your safety through. Busy chatting away in the comments. Get yourself out. Go on. Retire that car. Even still, though, look how close it is. Between, well, the top 8 is half a second. That includes that monster that from Epic the Animal in the 106s. And yellow flag. There's no cars out on the track. I wonder if Andenji is going to come out. Not too sure. Wonder if Knowlesy will make it out the shower in time to come out as well. But yeah, well, this is entertaining, isn't it? Let's have a quick look for the statistics. Let's see how many races Sly Guy has won this season then. As we were talking about it earlier, because obviously if it does happen where Sly Guy wins and gets fastest lap and Lynx is third, then Sly Guy would win because of the races won. And there we go. And then makes an appearance. He is coming out then. So he is going to try and qualify and get through. He'll be pushing Lynx out if he does manage to set, well, a lap you'd expect him to anyway. But he'll push Sly Guy down to 15, so if Knowlesy can get out as well, that'll be them two out of the title fight. Well, not out of the title fight, but I mean out in Q1. And the two battling for the title fight, they'll have to work their way up the back, but I think there's something planned for them. Black box saying, am I allowed to go for pole or do I have to retire? He's just retired, so we can go for pole in Q3, not a problem. Lynx saying to Knowlesy, get out on track. Lynx doesn't want one to get through. Anyway, and then is that then? But it has to be starting in a minute. Yeah, he's had a mixed season, hasn't he? When he turns up, he really turns up. Azerbaijan, Singapore, the street circuits, he really likes Andenge. Teams seem to work well together, don't they? Good communication between them as well. They race fairly, they help each other as well. But Knowlesy is now out on the track as well. And Andenge on his time then, again, good sector 1 time, a 16.7 or anything below, but of course with these sprinkles of rain it's going to be a little bit hard. He's still in a 16.8 though. Yeah, this will be a decent enough time to get him through as long as he doesn't mess it up. We'll stick him up to 13th at least, because Sly Guy and Lynx haven't set proper times. As Sly and Lynx DNF, what are we waiting for? So Nep at the end, waiting for Andenge and Knowlesy to set their laps to go through. Yeah, Lynx and Sly, I don't know what they were doing, they were just hitting each other. They're both choosing to start last though, and this rain is starting to intensify by the way. It has got a lot heavier, as you can see Andenge sliding a little bit there. Not enough to make him spin or anything though. But yeah, this might be close to winters by the time we get into Q2. Still the sun trying to creep through though, so it's definitely not nearly winters time yet, but already you can just see how much the sliding goes on. Hog this side so close to the wall to gain more time, and Andenge is up to 13th. There we go. Knowlesy then has invalidated his lap unfortunately for him, so Andenge is safety through. He's good to retire, as is Nunda still. Don't know what he's doing. I think you'll have to change the poll for yeah, that was poll for who's going to win the Champions League, but we'll do pole position poll obviously for Q3. And let's see what Knowlesy. So Lynx is definitely out. Lynx is going to be out as it stands. Sly Guy won't be. Knowlesy is going to be going again though, so he is trying to get through and qualify. He's still got 2 more runs at it as long as he's got enough fuel. But you know, Shane in the Nunda's finally retired. That was Shane in the comments as well. Shane, of course, who raced at Monaco last week. Didn't have the best of debuts, but he does have a seat for next season as well, Shane, so we'll see more of him in HDE next season, which will be good to see. He's definitely got some potential there, the pace he's got. 16.9 for Knowlesy in Sector 1. And yeah, it's pretty irrelevant really, isn't it? He's got a 2-second margin if he gets the time around Andenge. A 3-second margin easily, actually, because Sly Guy's on a 1.11. Yeah, it's just about not invalidating now for Knowlesy, and then they're all done, aren't we? Andenge, is Andenge going again? Yeah, he has gone again. Or has he saved his deployment to do one more run? He is going for another run here, Andenge. Don't blame him. Make use of the time he's got. Get some practice in. If it's going to be raining for the rest of the quali, you're not going to be using all your soft tyres. But as we saw them out of safety cars yesterday, it's good to have as many fresh sets of tyres as you can. Blaze saying what happened to Lynx and Sly Guy as well. They're choosing to start at the back, I think, but they went a different way around it in terms of hitting each other on the track. They're talking to each other in the park. They know what they're doing. As Knowlesy goes up to 14th and does knock Sly Guy out. Sly Guy will be starting last at a 5-place grid penalty. Lynx will be starting 16th for this Grand Prix in Brazil. I'll be hoping for safety cars then and being aggressive to try and fight through. Monaco is just a death trap for Shane. Yeah, I think it's a death trap for a lot of people, wasn't it? Monaco, it always is. Always is difficult, and that's why Blaze, we're mentioning Blaze, how fantastic he was last week. He just stayed patient, stayed calm, and just took advantage of Sly Guy's wheel failing on him. But yeah, it was an interesting Q1 to say the least, wasn't it? But Max is going to be out, Tommy's going to be out, Siege going to be out, and then Lynx and Sly Guy will be out as well. Sly Guy with that penalty for completely ramming into Lynx for whatever reason. But yeah, I think he wanted to give himself a grid penalty. He wanted to start last. Anyway, you can see the top 15 the cars that will be going through. It'll be interesting to see if we're on intermediates or dry tyres for the beginning of Q2. If we're on dry tyres, then the cars won't be. It's a really awkward situation when that happens for Q2, because if it's wet you half want to wait for the inters. If you go through on the inters you can then start on a free tyre choice, but if you wait too long and everyone else goes out on the dry tyres, you won't be able to make the time up. So everyone else might go through on dry tyres, and yes, they'll be obviously starting on used tyres if they go through, but you'll be out. So it's yeah, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Either way, it's just interesting to see what people do. Might be all on inters straight away. don't know. There you go. Epic the Animal setting the early pace with Blaze not too far behind him. Really good effort there from Tango. Tango asked to reserve last night for the Champions League, and I straight away made sure he was the first one to get in after how his race ended yesterday. It was a bit of a Bradfield bullying from him. Bradfield just decided to cruise along at 50 kilometres an hour in the pit lane, or 80 kilometres an hour in the pit lane, about half a mile before the pit lane line. So yeah, Tango went flying in the pits and just smashed in the back of him and lost his wheel. And Bradfield was fully at fault for that, as he is for most things. But yeah, in terms of battle for pole position, then Epic the Animal, Blaze looking good. But Black Box, I think, has got more time in there, hasn't he? So yeah, that could be the battle. We've got Q2 first. Let's see if we're going to be on inters. Still not heavy rain, is it? Is it wet enough? Is it wet enough for inters though? It does look more damper in the pit lane. This is not a track where you want to be on dry tyres when it's damp though. It's just sliding everywhere. It's bad enough in the dry to sliding. What are we on? Still on dry tyres then. So will we see a rush of cars getting out onto the track before it gets heavier, if it gets heavier? And I think Blaze is already getting ready to go, isn't he? Mechanics working around his car, getting him out, and Black Box is going to be out as well. They're coming out at the same time, I think. Both the Red Bulls. We've got Ferrari coming out, Alfa Romeo, Aston Martin, McLaren. Yes, they are all going. Mercedes coming out as well. They're all going to go flying out. So this first run is going to be incredibly important. Sam's retired in the pit, so he's happy starting 15th. Everyone's coming out here. Obviously the mediums will struggle even more in these conditions. Got to be careful coming out of the pit lane. This pit lane will be really slippery as well, so got to be careful. Don't bang into the wall. Something I've done before, to be honest. Yeah, loads going on the mediums. None of them actually out on the track yet. Yes, they are. Shadders, Sully, and Tango are all out in the mediums. If any of them get through in the mediums, they'll be in a good position for the race. But are they going to have enough grip in these conditions? We might get to the finish line, to start the laps, and then come up, say DRS enabled, so we might not actually get any laps set on these dry tyres. And look how close they're getting to each other around the track. They've got to keep a bit of distance between each other, because this could go really wrong for some people. Just got to keep a bit of a distance. Well, I had enough of that the last 2 years, keeping distance, but yeah, I like to see a bit of distance in qualifying between these cars, because it can go horribly wrong if you don't. And wow, Jesus Christ, B Robbie's a bit eager to start his lap here. You have to back off a little bit. Oh, he's got it really wobbly, and look, they're just not backing off really, are they? And where's Sully? Look, Sully's got cars right behind him. Look, they're going to really struggle now. This has gone all tits up for some of them. Black Box want to try and get past Sully. Black Box on the soft tyres, and again we've got more racing in qualifying, and this is going to go wrong for people. It's going to give people penalties. It's not the way to do it. Probably going to give Black Box a grid penalty now. Yeah, fighting with Sully, that was terrible. The pace of these drivers are fantastic, but again we just see poor decision making from some. Just got to spread yourselves out. Well, on the track anyway. But we all seem to be going now on the laps. I think Sully's lap might be messed up a bit. Black Box's lap in trouble. Of course, they're all in a rush to get across the line, because it's very soon going to be wet conditions. The DRS will be disabled, so that's why they're in a rush, of course. But it's no good if you're ruining your only chance of getting through. And Epic the Animal's first out of the garage, as he usually is, has gone very well for him. And then only just on an outlap still, so he's in trouble. Knowlesy's only now coming out the pits. Anyway, Epic at the Animal is going to be the first one across the line. What can he do? It's a 1:11.6. Look how slow these times are. We can't be. I'll tell you what, Blaze, a 1:11.4. 1:12.1 for Arda. Next is DJ. No, it's not. Sorry, it's Immortal. It's a 1:12.5. And these are all the cars that came in a little bit of a mess, aren't they? And the times aren't that great, apart from V-Robbie's. Black Box is only 7th. He may have to go again. Cars need to get out of the way here, because I think there's going to be some cars going again. Black Box is going to try and go again, but look, it's just too damp. And the cars that went on the mediums, yeah, that's what we said, probably won't have enough grip, and they didn't. Death Dragon up to P8. Knowlesy's still only on an outlap, and I can't help but think we'll be having DRS disabled very soon. Black Box has gained 6 tenths though in sector 1 round here, so yeah, of course he did lose a lot of time with that battle with Sully when he tried to get past him. This is bad, saying Swanshanks. Yeah, it's been yeah, the car's just getting too close, all in too much of a hurry to get the lap done. And even though, of course, you want to be first across the line in these conditions, because it's getting wetter by the minute, got to leave yourself enough space for your lap time. But it is good action to watch. The top three in the 111s, they are the three that should be through. And again, blazing up at the animal, different conditions. Same two drivers up towards the top then. Black Box again, he's just lost a lot of time. All that time he gained in sector 1, he's now lost. Just because the track is getting wetter and wetter. I don't think he'll gain any time in this lap. How much is he going to push it? Will he be coming in the pits? No, he's not. So he might have gained a little bit of time in that coming out in the final corner. Black Box crosses the line. He gains nearly a tenth. He's still in P7 though. And a medium runner's coming in the pits. 107. No, they'll probably still lose time when the Inters will be a bit slower than that. But yes, that's pretty much it done, I think now. I can't see Knowlesy doing too much. He might get ahead of the medium runners. Obviously we'll get ahead of Sam if he sets this lap, but everyone is coming to the pits now. Could be session over unless it starts to dry up or something, I'm not too sure. 34 of you watching this. Should be more of you than that. Come on, this is what the season has been waiting for. The finale. Sly Guy and Lynx both choosing to start towards the back. They'll be back for the race, of course. Knowlesy, what can he do as he crosses the line? He's going to get ahead of the medium runners. Can he do it? Yeah, he is ahead of the medium runners. Exactly where he is. Only P11 though. I can't see him getting through. Of course, competition as well. All you got to do is donate a sub, sub to yourself, or donate 100 bits, and that's it. You'll be entered into our competition. I think thanks to Dobrev and Shadders and yeah, Jake the Slayer as well. They've all been very generous. PSN gift card amount is going up thanks to their generosity. And Shadders, talking of him, has put the intermediates on. Yeah, he might be able to get close to that time on the intermediates. He's out on the track now. We'll see. That'll be an interesting one. I wonder if anyone else will go for intermediates. Sully's now going out on soft tyres. I don't think it's going to be. I don't think that'll work, because we've just seen Knowlesy's lap on soft to 1:13.6. I wonder if he's going again. No, he's not. He's not using any deployment. And the rain doesn't seem to be getting any heavier though, does it? It's an odd one, this, because it's not getting wet enough for the wet tyres, or for it to come up saying DRS is disabled. So that's why they're still on dry tyres. It might be interesting to see the split between it when you're in the garage choosing your tyres. What was that? Turn 1 saying Sloth. Yeah, it was all a bit of a mess, wasn't it? And there we go, Knowlesy in P11's retired. He doesn't think he can get through, so that's bad news for Tango, Sully and Shadders. It looks like this quali session could be over already here. Another premature one, really. Yeah, Shadders on those intermediates. He's not going to find much more time, I don't think. Sully started his lap on the soft tyres. I just don't think he's going to be able to gain any time. I just think it's too wet now on the track. We can't be too far off DRS being disabled. We'll see what his first sector time is. Of course, it's only made up a couple of corners, so it's not too much of a tell, and it's 7.5 tenths up. Sully, of course, on his time on the mediums, he lost a lot like Black Box did because of that turn 1 rubbish. As Sloth, well, there's one way of saying it. I'm pretty sure Sloth's got other words for it. Yeah, he's done really well there, Sully, to keep that going through there. Something like a big lock up down into turn 8. Yeah, he's keeping it together nicely, Sully. It's just a matter of whether this is going to be quick enough, this lap, to gain him any positions. Sector 1, of course, to gain a lot of time. He might be able to get up to P11 here as long as he can keep it together nicely. Let's see what this split time is. He's 1.3 seconds up. He could get ahead of DJ here. This has been a fantastic lap from Sully in these conditions. Is it, as the rain eased off a little bit? I don't know, but or is this just a monster lap from Sully in these conditions? He's about to cross the line here though, Sully, and this should get him through. It should put him up to P10. And it does, yeah, it's a 1:12.6 against 1.4 seconds on his lap. That's a really solid lap there from Sully to get through up into P10. And that pushes DJ down to 11th. We'll see what Shadders is doing on the intermediate tyres, because that could be a bit of a tell in terms of if we're close to it. But let's have a look. He's 2.8 seconds down. So yeah, even though Shadders on a 1:14.6, which is 7 seconds off the usual pace that you'd be on soft tyres, he's still a way off on the intermediates and still not close enough. He's coming into the pits as well, and I think he might be calling it quits now as well, as I think everyone should be calling it quits now, because I can't see anything else changing unless it does dry up, because we're still not seeing that DRS disabled. It's interesting this. Lucy, thank you for 100 bits, much appreciated. Another one into the competition. I think we've got up to 7 now for that. Thank you very much. Of course, competition will run for tomorrow as well, for League 1 and League 2 final streams. Yeah, really good to see. Thank you very much. Sully will be trying to save these tyres now and come into the pits. Not ideal, of course, wearing these in these conditions, because they're all going to be starting on these tyres. Yeah, like I say, the top 10. Top 10 all on the soft tyres. But look, Blaze and Sloth have put medium tyres on. So they want to start on the mediums. Do they think that the track's drying up? Are they being told that the track is drying up now and are trying to beat that time on medium tyres? Which, if it does start to dry out and the rain stops, they'll easily beat those times on the mediums. Nunda's doing the same thing now as well. I wonder if we can have an update from one of the drivers. I know Sloth and Nunda in the comments. They've sat in the pits. They're the two that have put on the medium tyres. Immortal's done the same thing now as well. So is it going to dry up here? I'm pretty sure it will be, based on from what we're seeing. But Immortal's changed his mind again. Although he's back to mediums. He's yes, I think it's just a case now of people waiting in the pits for a couple of minutes or so to see if it does dry up. But yeah, Blaze and Epitiano put themselves in a good place for at least having that time on the board. But if the rain suddenly stops, then they are worthless. As long as everyone else gets a valid lap in, they will beat those times because of the difference. Exactly, that's what I want, saying Blaze. Yeah, I don't think Blaze particularly wants to start on the softs. I think there's a lot that don't particularly want to start on the softs, but we can't really see the track because there's no car around the track. But even sat here in the pit lane, the rain is less intense than it was not so long ago. That does make things interesting then. It's just going to be a waiting game. No one's going to come out right now because it would be worthless. And yeah, look at this rain. It really is slowing down. Every time I look away and look back, it's slowing down. And Jeff says it's drying. Bit of a gamble, saying Nunda. Yeah, so will everyone go out on the fresh mediums? Will some people go out on more soft tyres to try and get through? If they want to start on the softs, Epic the Animal a lot this season likes to go to start on the softs. But will he have enough fresh softs left now? Because of course he used a set in Q1. He's used a different set now for Q2. But you don't want to be using a used set now because you'll be starting the race on these tyres. So if Epic the Animal or anyone else uses another fresh set of softs now, they'll only have one left for Q3. And of course in a race where safety cars are quite common in Brazil, you might want to save a fresh set of softs for them for the race as well. So yeah, this is maybe some people should have read the weather forecast a bit better and not even done a lap until now. But everyone did rush for it early. Of course, when you first see it's going to start raining soon, or it's about to get worse. The first instinct is to go out on the track, isn't it? But yeah, Knowlesy's called it quits quite early, so he might be regretting that. And I cannot see any rain. I think it has stopped raining here in Brazil. Wow. So with 3 minutes left in this session, in the next minute, I think you are going to see the remaining 13 cars. No, V-Robbie and Arda retired as well. Yeah, V-Robbie and Arda, I don't think they saw this coming, did they? They could be in trouble. We know Knowlesy and Sam are out, but V-Robbie and Arda are in big trouble. They've made a big mistake there. Sloth's just stuck to the softs on. Who's going to be the first one out then? The track, of course, will still be a bit wet. He'll still be losing some time. Blaze has stuck the inters on. I'm pretty sure he's not going to be... And Blaze and Sloth put the inters on. Pretty sure they won't be out on track on them. There you go, back to the mediums now. They're just trying to mess with my head. And AC, Immortal or Death Dragon, whichever one that is an Aston Martin out. There's a Ferrari now going out as well. It's Death Dragon. Death Dragon is coming out then on soft tyres. This track's still going to be a little bit damp, but it'll be a lot quicker. And I reckon Death Dragon on these fresh soft tyres could just do a normal lap with no deployment on or anything, and they'll go up to P1 just because of the time difference. And yeah, that track is almost bone dry already, isn't it? I mean, it might feel different to drive it, but it looks pretty much bone dry to me. So yeah, and V-Robbie saying FFS, we all know what that means in the comments. And yeah, he's at least for V-Robbie, he's going to be 12th at worst. So he just needs to hope that 2 people invalidate or someone else doesn't come out of the pits, because Arda's obviously retired below him and Knowlesy and Sam have 2, so V-Robbie might be okay. Arda might still be okay, yeah. All it takes is for one of these drivers or 2 of these drivers to invalidate their time, and that's it, they're in trouble. So it's really key here for all these drivers just to keep it together and don't invalidate a lap. 100 bits from Dylan, thank you very much Dylan. And it's a bit of a gamble. Oh yeah, that's an old comment. Traffic Paradise incoming, same place. They're all pretty spread out on the grid, aren't they, to be honest? They're all pretty spread out around the track. So I think we should be okay. But there's still a few in the pit. There's still a few only now coming out the pits. They've got to hurry their asses up to get round and get this lap set and get this lap started even. But Death Dragon's the first one in the Aston Martin. Goes into turn 1. Nice wide line. Clips that yellow and green apex. Lovely. I love the apexes around here. It's got the same colours as the flags. Really nice. And yeah, Death Dragon, this track is bone dry now. Will he try and get a bit of a slipstream from his teammate? His teammate's going to give him a hand. That's nice for Immortal. And he's at 1.1 second up. So yeah, this is just going to be, whoever sets a lap is going to be going through here. They're all out on the track. Will they all make it to the line in time to start their lap? This is going to be all go here for the next couple of minutes in Q2. And this will decide who goes through. We know Knowlesy and Sam are out. V, Robbie and Arda will be sat there waiting anxiously, regretting retiring the pits, I'm pretty sure. They didn't think it was going to dry up. I don't think a lot of people thought it was going to dry up. But it did. And this is why you're seeing this late influx of cars coming out on the track. Death Dragon will be the first one to set his up. It'll go flying up to P1. As will everyone else go flying up on their time when they finish it. 4.3 seconds up. There we go. Good lap this from Death Dragon. He's opting to start on softs. Immortal, Blaze have gone for mediums. Nunda and Sloth for mediums as well. Sully and Tango on them as well. Yellow flag for a McLaren. I think it must be Shadows. DJ Death Dragon crosses the line. He does go up to P1. Next is going to be, that's Immortal just on out. That's going to be the Ferrari. That's Nunda on the medium tyres. And again, obviously well up on his time. I don't think he'll be as quick as Death Dragon here, though, being on the medium tyres. Checker flag is still not out, even though the time has gone down. And he's 7/10 off then. Nunda. So Death Dragon, Nunda 1 and 2 now. Sully then about to finish his lap. He's got a Haas behind him. Is that Andenge trying to steal a bit of a slipstream? It is. So Andenge might be up here. But Sully on the medium tyres, can he get through? Can he get ahead of Nunda? Yes, he can. Sully's going to be through. Andenge is going to be through as well. Next up's going to be a Red Bull. It's going to be Black Box. He crosses the line. He's up to P2. He's going to be through. Shadows, unfortunately, is out. Unfortunately, he's invalidated his time. Sloth on the medium tyres is looking good for him as well. As long as he can get ahead of Nunda. Yes, he does. He's up to P4. He's going to be through. Tango's next then on the medium tyres as well. Up in the P6. Nunda could be in a bit of trouble still here. Epic the Animal on the soft tyres. Takes P1. He's happy to go through on those medium tyres. Soft tyres, sorry. Again, it's a Haas 1-2. Blaze then on the medium tyres. Can he get close and make it a Red Bull second row? Well, not second row. He does. Third and fourth. Obviously not second row, of course, because it's not in qualifying. Q3. Immortal's up to P7. Nunda's down to 10th lane, so Nunda just about survive. Thanks to Shadows invalidating his time. Oh my god. Dylan has just donated 1,000 bits. 1,000 bits from Dylan. Swanshanks chips in with 100 as well. Absolutely fantastic. And Dylan saying, Sly Guy for the championship win. And in the end, V, Robbie and Arda, they were both knocked out. No one invalidated. And that just proves to some people, might teach them a lesson. Never retire in the pits when you're not sure what the weather's going to do, because they were clearly knocked out in the end simply because of that. They were third and fourth, weren't they? Set fantastic laps in those conditions, and they were, again, two that could have been up for the pole position pole. Knowlesy again called it quits early. Shadows, of course, invalidated Sam, opting to start 15th, but everyone then that set a lap at the end comfortably went through just because they kept it between the red and white lines, kept it on the track, and didn't make any mistakes. And there you go. You can see it's going to be Death Dragon, Black Box, and then the two Haas drivers of Andenge and Epic the Animal starting on softs. But next up, Q3, and you've got to say, it looks like it's going to be a battle between Blaze and Epic the Animal from what we've seen so far. But going to be a lot of drivers wanting to change that and challenge that as well, so we'll see how it goes. I'll get the pole position poll up in a moment as well. Link saying cool. I think that's to the comment from Dylan over that Sly Guy's going to win the championship. He's out to prove his doubt was wrong then. Level 1 hype train complete. Thank you very much. I think a lot of that's Dylan's doing. I've chipped in myself. Lucy's chipped in another 200 as well. Thank you very much. Swanshanks. I'll stick a couple in myself as well. Thank you all very much. And they're all in for the competition as well. It's ramping things up now, and I think these guys deserve a few bits, don't they? Because these have been absolutely amazing so far. Nearly out of breath already. Not even started Q3 and not even done pole position poll yet. Oh, I need to get a secretary helping me out for this race. And Black Box has stuck mediums on, so I wonder if he's in. Yeah, he might be short on fresh soft tyres, Black Box. That could be the reason why. And is that Epic the Animal out first? No, it's not. It's his teammate Andenge. So yeah, they're getting out quickly. Sun's out now here in Brazil. Hype up, Lucio, saying Nunda. Another 100 bits from Swanshanks as well. Thank you very much, Swanshanks. He's leading the bits for PBE, isn't he? Of course, when we move over to HU, this channel's staying the same as well, so Swanshanks will still be leading that. I don't think Swanshanks will be overtaken in about 50 years for the amount he's put in terms of bits over the last year and a half or so from PBE. It's been absolutely fantastic. I've still got to get this pole position poll up. Let me quickly get it going. I'll just type in their short names. Epic. Who else? Epic, Blaze, Andenge. I'll stick Andenge on there as well. He's got some great pace and he's about to start his lap as well, so He's lucky we're going to stick him on there as well. Got to stick the old black box on it, haven't we? He's got plenty of pole positions this season, as we know. There we go, 3 minutes. Get your votes in now. And here I've spelt, yeah, I'll put Blias and not Blaze just because I'm in a rush. Never mind. 100 bits again from Lucy. Thank you very much. It's Andenge going through turn 1 and turn 2. That's looked tidy from them so far. That first sector time, you want to try and aim for a 16.5. You can get a 16.5, you're laughing. That'd be a fantastic sector time if you can. And it is a 16.5. Really good then from Andenge. It matches Blaze pace from Q1. Of course, the pace of Blaze from Q1 that might have a bit held back, of course, because, well, Blackbox is the same thing as well. But Q3 now, they're going to be pushing it all the way. He's got a little bit deep there, low. He's lucky not to invalidate. He could have easily run wide there. Everyone else on that, Blaze and Death Dragon, still sat in the pits though, so they might be waiting a bit longer in the session. And with it being such a short lap as well, you might see some go for back-to-back laps. That's always a possibility. Up to level 2 and a hype train. Another 100 bits from Lucy and Swan Shanks each. Thank you very much. And Blackbox is on the medium tyres. I think he's saving some fresh softs, or he might only have one set of fresh softs left. But yeah, always a good idea. I did say that might be an issue with the weather changing conditions in Q2. Here goes Andenge then, he's back across the line. Can he get in the 106s? Yes, he can. Just gets in the 106s. Only his teammates done that so far in Q1. Ferrari going to cross the line next. That's Tango, and he's invalidated. He is going again. Sloth's also invalidated, so the pressure's getting to them now. Sully's not invalidated though. Can he get ahead of Andenge? Can he get in the 106 as well? Yes, he can. Look at the margins. There's 400s between the top two then. Epic the Animal does a 106.5, and wow, he looks good for pole position at the moment. The Immortal does a 107.1. Blaze still sat in the pits then. You know, Sloth and Tango invalidated their times. We're just seeing, who's that, sorry? It's just that Black Box. Yeah, Black Box, the 108.0. Of course, that is on the medium tyres, though. He's got to be careful he doesn't lose it. Oh, he's got some damage there from going into the wall. He's just put it down a little bit too early there. Nowhere near enough grip on those medium tyres to get anywhere near the pole position shootout as it stands. But we'll stick the softs on later. Taught the softs, and Linda's on him now, and he's up to P5. Sloth and Tango are on their second run after invalidating their first. Tango's the one just in front. Blaze and Death Dragon still sitting in the pit lane then. They need to get themselves out pretty soon. And Blaze is now coming out as well, so that battle for pole position will again begin to intensify. Tango then, the other Ferrari, about to cross the line and see what he's going to do, and he's up to P5, just ahead of his teammate by a couple of attempts, not too far off Immortal. Sloth just behind, splits up the Ferraris. Black Box I think will be in the pits. Blaze when he's out that lane. Is anyone going for another lap? No, not Epic the Animal. Immortal will be going for another lap. Tango's invalidated. Sloth might be going for another lap here, though he is low on fuel. We'll have a look at his first sector timing. Lunda, nobody's saving up as well. So yeah, all eyes go on to Blaze then. I'll show you, well, that's not a great camera angle, is it? Why'd they give you camera angles like this? It's ridiculous. Yeah, there we go, that's better. I want to see ones like that. That's something I'd like to see in this game. The camera angles, you take it off the cockpit view. Whenever I seem to do it, it gives you a stupid view of a rear end or something. You can't see anything. If you did that every time, I'd be on it all the time. Brilliant. Anyway, Blaze is about to start his lap. Last week's winner. Seeing exciting things from him at the moment. Epic the Animal is in the league of his own in terms of pole position battle. He seems to do a lot better in qualifying than he has in the races, Epic the Animal, this season, although he has a lot of bad luck in the races. So Blaze goes wide, almost hits the grass, misses the apex. That might cost him time. He's take a wider line then. He's risking invalidating. It's not the tidiest first couple of corners there from Blaze. And of course Andenge did a 16.5. I wonder what Epic the Animal did in the first sector. Blaze then does a 16.5 as well, so he only matches Andenge. Yeah, he did lose a little bit of time those first couple of corners, but some really nice exit out of 4. And then Andenge, of course, went deep in here as well. There we go, turns in a bit early there, Blaze. It's nice. Yeah, really nice there from Blaze. Be careful you don't go forwards over that curve. It's an easy place you can pick up the penalty on invalidation in the race. Yellow flag, it's just for car getting out of the way. Taking it nicely, closing it in onto that apex. A little bit of a wobble. That won't cost him too much time. Takes the apex as well. Does he take that curb? No, he doesn't. He does what I do. He stays off it completely. A little bit of a wobble though coming out the final corner. That might cost him a bit. Blaze ends just about putting your foot down now. All the way to the line. DRS open. Can he get close to Epic the Animal's time? Can he beat Epic the Animal's time? He crosses the line, Blaze, and he's 2 tenths off it. Sorry, just under 2 tenths off it. Good lap there from Blaze. It didn't look the tidiest, and he's still very close to Epic the Animal. There is still a bit of time needed there for him. Yeah, fair play. Really strong lap there. Immortal up in a 4th and missed that. He's got into the 160s as well. Really close between 3rd, 4th and 5th there. Yeah, in terms of pole positions this season, well, Sly Guy's got 7. Epic the Animals only got 2 according to this Epic the Animal. I think I might need to update that. Black Box has got 2, Link's got 1, Sam Swift has got 1 as well. But yeah, I'm sure Epic the Animal's got more than 2 pole positions. To push Cryptic on that, because I think he's got that a bit wrong, but never mind. Sully is on a lap lane in the Alfa Romeo. Again, he's not shown a bit. He's shown pace this season. He's not been consistent. He's not been at the top level every race, has he? Unfortunately, and that's the place I was saying he couldn't validate. He very nearly did. Very nearly did invalidate there. Tidy lap in the Alfa Romeo. Of course, what a team this was though this season. Sully and Sly Guy not got 1-2 or anything there, but they had a good couple of races when they've been up there together, and they were working well together in Canada as well, weren't they? Helping each other pass, doing a load of good stuff together there. Sure, Epic Animal's got more than 2 pole positions this season. Sully's only car out on the track. He's back across the line already in the 106s. So can he improve? He does improve, and he's very close to Blaze. P3 for Sully still, but the margin is getting closer. And he's going to cut corners now to try and get back to the pits in time. LMY_not Jack. Sully on for a 5 flat. 106.7. I think he'll be relatively happy with that. His lap looks very tidy. Can't see many places where he can improve. Pace of Epic the Animal, I think might be just a little bit too much. And Blaze as well. Blaze had a couple of wobbles on his lap with that time as well. You'll see them all back out soon. Immortal and Tango are out already on the track, close together as well, coming into sector 2. So they'll probably be going for 2 runs. Yeah, that's what it looks like anyway. I did mention that could be a thing as well. Will any lead and 2 go for 2 runs? The thing is, of course, if you do go for 2 runs, you have to start with more fuel in your car. So the first lap, your car's a tad heavier, and the second run, the tyres are a little bit off freshness. But Sully's coming into the pits. Yeah, he'll have plenty of time to get back out. If he's got any more fresh boots on him, I'm not sure he will though, because he has used quite a few sets of fresh softs, hasn't he? Anyway, Immortal starts his lap. It's neat and tidy for the first couple of corners. Oh, I wouldn't want to take that curb. Curbs are funny around it. Swanee's emptying his bank account. Oh, Swanshanks. Another 100 bits. Lucy put in another 145. So Lucy and Swanshanks are having a bit of a battle between them, aren't they? I completely missed the second time for Immortal because I was too focused on people putting the bits in. But yeah, Lucy and Swanshanks have outspent me, haven't they? Putting my bank account balance to shame, and Immortal's gone a bit too wide there, and he's lost a lot of time and he's backed off. That's the advantage of going for 2 runs, because if you make a mistake, you can calm it down, you go again, can't you? That's one of the good things about it. Tango's now coming up to where Immortal is on the track. Yeah, it's just so easy to go wide there where Immortal did. You've seen the race when you're on a heavy fuel load towards the beginning as well. It's a very common thing to happen there. John O'Murray saying 2 laps on those tyres. I think he's on about for Sully, yeah. Yeah, that's good. And Sully is on now some more fresh soft tyres, so pretty sure we'll see him out the pits in a minute, as will be the top 2 and Engine Nunda. But Tango's about to cross the line then in a Ferrari. What can he do? He gets close to the 106s. He's in P6, gains a 10th and a half. Doesn't gain any places, but puts himself right in that battle, and he'll have time to yeah, I know people say why did he go out with 4 minutes left, but of course now he can have time to save up his battery. So his battery going up as he slows down and saves up, and then yeah, he'll have time to go back and go for another run. Is Immortal doing the same thing? No, I think Immortal's going for back-to-back though, isn't he? No, he's not. He's going slow again, Immortal. He's just going a bit quicker than the others are. Blaze still in the pits, so he's going tight. It's going to be tight between him, and he's now coming out. There we go. And Nunda's left a session again, so Nunda's not going to be getting back out on the track, unfortunately. Nunda will be starting 9th at best, and Black Box is on a lap, so we're going to watch Black Box. He's about to finish his lap, in fact. He's 1.2 seconds up. He's going to be in the 6s here. What's it going to be for Black Box? It's P2. He's half a 10th up ahead of Blaze. It's a really good time there for Black Box. He's going to be going for back-to-back. He's not got time to do a cool-down recovery lap, has he? So he's going to go for it straight away. Nothing to lose here for Black Box now, because he's already got a good time on the board. It's just about trying to find another 10th and a little bit and he's 600ths down already. Unfortunately, he's just going to push it now to the limit. Might as well. Nothing to lose. You crash out, you don't lose your position. Yeah, Blaze and Sully incredibly close between that top 4, isn't it, at the moment? Can anyone else come into that battle? I'm not too sure they can. And then if he gets in a perfect lap, possibly. Anyway, about to cross the line, about to see. And then just start his lap. Where's Epic the Animal? He's just in front. He's just started his lap as well. Blaze will be next to start his lap as well. Be the last one to get to the checkered flag in time. Death Dragon then is going to be first to set his lap. He's not gained too much time, unfortunately. He's only a 100th off Sloth, so if he can find a tiny bit of time, he might be able to get ahead of Sloth, at least for the time being anyway. 40 viewers again, thank you very much. And he doesn't gain any time, Death Dragon, unfortunately, but he has got to the checkered flag in time, so he is going to be able to do another time. And that's Black Box now coming to the pit, so yeah, he's not been able to find any more time. Sloth 4.5 temps up, so he's going to get in the 6s by the look of it and join that battle and get up in the P5. Can he do any more than that though? Did he lose time on his, in the final sector on his first run? That's the question. Sloth then about to cross the line. What can he do? He goes up to P3. So yeah, he did lose time in sector 3 on his first run because he's found loads of time there and put himself right up towards the top. What can Immortal do? Is the track getting quicker as well? Immortal crosses the line. He stays in P6. Next is going to be Sully. Sully's invalidated his lap, unfortunately. Tango in P8. I'm not sure what can he do. Tango's up to P2. Epic the Animal improves by even more. And Andenge goes up to P2 as well as a Haas 1-2. But will it be a Haas 1-2 once Blaze crosses the line? I think Blaze might steal his P2 here. Not much he can do about Epic the Animal. He crosses the line and he does get up to P2. And it looked like it was going to be like that all the way. And it is, in the end, Epic the Animal on pole position. I've got to say, that, look how close that is. Look how close. Epic the Animal, yeah, he's a 10.5 in front. Then Blaze is by a bit as well. But between 3rd and 8th, 6 cars, there's about a 10th between them. That's incredible. And Nundas just keeps leaving the session. I don't think Nundas going to be able to race because his connection just keeps dropping out. Oh wow, Swanshanks and Lucy again, more bits from them. Amazing Q3, saying it's like incredible Q3. Epic the Animal just seems to have a bit more pace than everyone else. Blaze just a little bit off him. And then fantastic. That was said he could come into it if he gets a good lap together. Tango, I was not expecting that from him. As a fantastic lap there from the reserve, the Mercedes Premier League driver in the Ferrari tonight. Black Box in 5th, good time there from him. He, of course, he did his first run, the mediums as well. Sloth in 6th, Sully 7th. Sully a bit disappointed he invalidated that final lap, because if he did get that time in, I think he would have been up in P3 at least. I'm pretty sure with the time and with the track getting quicker, that's where he would have been. Aston Martin 8th and 9th, really good time from Immortal to be right up there as well. Death Dragon and Nunda, unfortunately Death Dragon couldn't hook a lap together on the final run, and Nunda of course not in a session, but 3.5 tenths between the top 8. That's absolutely incredible how close it was. Really good battle this qualifying's been. Here it goes then. Here's the race. And like I say, it's in Lynx's hands, but he's starting a few places ahead of Sly Guy as well. We saw Sly Guy fighting through the field in Japan when he had a couple of incidents. You know what he can do. It doesn't mean much where you start, but this race should be absolutely fantastic. You don't want to miss a minute of it. I don't want to miss a minute of it. You look away for a second and that could be, you can miss something big. Oh. Yeah, they're just selecting their strategies now. Then it's pretty cloudy again, isn't it? We've not heard. It said it's going to be a dry race, so don't think we're going to be getting any rain. That's just what the drivers have told us anyway. There you go. Stick another 200 bits in myself. Topping up on Swanshanks and Lucy. Let's see them. What tyres are people going for towards the back? We know the top 10. There's 6 on mediums and 4 on the softs. There we go then. Get rid of those for a minute just for the race start. So Epic the Animal on the softs, you'd expect him to get a good start and pull clear of Blaze and Andenge as well. He'd want to get ahead of Blaze. So those soft tyres to begin with in this race will obviously be quite a lot quicker than the mediums. You don't want to be stuck behind medium runner for a while though if you're on the soft, because if you struggle, your tyres start to go off. It's only going to get harder each lap that goes by. Obviously lap 3 the DRS is enabled, so it might have to wait till then. And of course you get that extra speed. But Andenge will really want to be getting past Blaze, and Black Box will really want to be getting past Tango as well. No, not if he's going to be off the track, he won't. But yeah, that qualifying for Tango is fantastic. Black Box for his race needs to get past Tango, and if Andenge gets past Blaze as well, it could be a real battle between Haas and Red Bull as a top 4. I can't see Tango keeping Black Box behind those softs for too long, but it's ready to get through the first few corners here without someone spinning. Sloth in 6th, Sully 7th, Immortal 8th on the medium tyres. Wonder if Death Dragon will be trying to get, well, hoping that his teammate lets him through, obviously on a different tyres. Nunda's not in the session, unfortunately, in P10. Yeah, V-Robbie and the P11 and P12 is not the worst thing in the world. Start with fresh tyres. Comfortable then on tyre wear, comfortable medium, well, not comfortable medium soft, but a very, very doable medium soft. Knowlesy opting for softs, as is Lynx, Tommy, Max and Sly Guy also on the soft tyres then, so they're looking to make places up at the start. And yeah, I don't think Max and Sam will be fighting Sly Guy too hard at the start. But it'll be interesting to see how much they go for it and how aggressive he's going to be. Yeah, he's really looking to warm those tyres up on a formation up as well, wasn't he, Sly Guy? So he will be hoping for a good start. Keep your eyes on that Alfa Romeo at the back and keep your eyes on that McLaren in 16, because that's the real thing we're here for tonight, to see that battle. But of course we've got another battle out in front to see who's going to win this race. Take mediums, 29 laps like I did, saying going, yeah, that's doable round here. The tyre wear is very comfortable, medium soft. Lights then. Nunda's joined. 5 lights, lights out, and away we go. That's a very laggy start from Epicyanov. He's got a fantastic start, and Andenge's already ahead of Blaze. Tango is going to try and go inside of Blaze. Black box around the outside. Can he get past his teammate as well? Oh, they make contact. The two Red Bulls made contact, but they're both in front. I've had a spinner and it's Immortal towards the back. Lynx is up to 12th, Sly Guy's up to 16th. So 4 places gained each for them, and Tango's not had the best of starts, has he? I think he made contact with Red Bull, but it does look like a battle between Red Bull and Haas today, and both Haas's are pulling clear already on those soft tyres. A couple of moves going on further back. Blaze for Nunda set the fastest lap. Oh Jesus Christ, it's a quick lap. We've got to work out who gets fastest up at the end then, but it's been a really clean start, apart from obviously Immortal getting involved in a bit of an incident, and Sly Guy setting up the inside. I wonder if Death Dragon's got damage. Look at this, look at all this that's going on. They're all so close. Sly Guy's being forced out a little bit by Sam there. Sam then soon concedes, and Sly Guy's going to send another move on Arda this time. And look at this. He's coming up to a huge train here, and Lynx on the outside of the car, and Sly Guy's got to be careful he doesn't lose grip. He goes wide a little bit there. I wonder if they're going to get any penalties just from being so aggressive, but Lynx already up to 9th. He's going to try and get past Tango there as well, and he does. Blue flags. I think Nunda's cocking this up a little bit, isn't he? Nunda's causing the blue flags. Epic the Animal sets the real fastest lap of the race. There we go, sorted itself out. Sly Guy is about to get passed by Sam. What's gone on here? Look, Sam's getting past Sly Guy. Sly Guy's going around the outside. I can't see from that view. Sly Guy does keep the place. Fair play for Sam having a go. That's what we like to see. Have a go. Try and hold them back. Swanshank saying Team Sloth with 500 bits. Lucy with another 200 bits as well. And Death Dragon's losing a couple of places here to Tango and Knowlesy, and Sly Guy's going to go for one as well on the inside. He's so late on the brakes, Sly Guy, yet always managed to stop it. I think, what on earth are you doing? You're going to cane into that car in front of you. But he always somehow manages to slow it down. And Lynx has made a fantastic start as well. But Sly Guy, I've seen this before from him, but how Lynx has gone through the field has been incredible. Sly Guy down the inside Knowlesy. No contact made or anything. He's made it absolutely perfectly. Really aggressive racing, but he's done nothing wrong in any of the moves he's made. He's just pushing through on the grid, and he's going to go for, yeah, well, I wasn't quite on this one. Yeah, Haas are pulling away. Blazing third. Black Box not quite the pace you'd expect from Black Box. He's going to be under pressure from Sloth in a minute if he doesn't get a good exit here, and he hasn't. So Sloth could be putting Black Box under a lot of pressure. Let's quickly stick up the old telemetry and the lap data, and he'll be using his deployment. Oh, Black Box is in the pits. The Black Box has picked up damage somewhere. Disappointing there for Black Box. I don't know how that's happened. And here we go, at Lynx on B, Robbie. Lynx, of course, on the soft tyres, and again he's going to get the right line, isn't he? And where's Sly Guy? So Sly Guy's lost a position. Has Sly Guy lost position, or he's lost out to Knowlesy, hasn't he? I wonder if he made it out a bit of a wobble there, because Knowlesy's managed to get past him. That's Death Dragon. There's 5 places between the two now, and DRS and he's not be able to make a move here, so he's got to be patient. And Knowlesy's fighting in front with Tango. Knowlesy's in front, and Sly Guy is. Oh, this is not a great place to make a move. Surely he's not going to risk it. No, he does know. He knows when it's right to make the move and when it's not. And this is definitely one he's going to go for. Yeah, down the inside of Death Dragon. Fantastic move again from Sly Guy. Death Dragon's going to fight it though. And how long will those softs last? It should go quite a way into the race, as we know tyre wear around here. As we've said, it's not too bad. But what a start Lynx and Sly Guy have had. Let's have a look at the position change. You're getting 10 places each at the moment. I'm more impressed with Lynx, to be honest. I know we've watched a lot of Sly Guy's moves, but Sly Guy, I'd expect this from Sly Guy. He's done it before, shown it multiple times, the type of moves he's made. And Sly Guy's left the session. No, what's happened to Sly Guy's connection here? Oh, what on earth's happened? And Lynx is going to try and go around the outside. Sly Guy's joined back, but a disconnect for Sly Guy's got to lose him a couple of places. That is not what he would have wanted. And that has not happened. I can't remember if that's happened all season. I can't recall it happening. But now it has happened, and Lynx is going to get up into P4 by looks of it. No, he's not. He's going to be patient and wait. Yeah, V-Robbie's on the back of that train as well. Yeah, it's taken all the time away. That means Sly Guy, he's back in his Carlo, and he only lost 2 places to Death Dragon and to Sam, so he did well to get straight back in. There's a wheel problem last week in Monaco, and now it seems to be a connection problem for Sly Guy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll manage to get these places back soon, but again, if Lynx is making place up further in front. This has been a fantastic start to the race, by the way. Black Box got damaged somehow. There you go. Sly Guy just making a casual move up the inside. If I made a move like that, I'd be celebrating and washing it back, sending it in for overtake of the season. Sly Guy seems to do about 20 of them every race when he starts towards the back. Yeah, Black Box, only one that's had damage so far now to pit. Immortal obviously had a spin on lap 1. There's a very, very clean start from these. German saying that's the problem, everyone lets him pass. Ain't happening if he tries that. Imposed failure. Yeah, to be fair, I'm quite impressed. Sam, Death Dragon, they gave him a bit of a fight, didn't they? But always getting a bit wobbly on the curve there as well, Sly Guy. At the end of the day, if he's on his game, Sly Guy, I don't think there's many people that can beat him if he's on his absolute A game. But Lynx seems to be on his absolute A game as well today. And the 2 Haas drivers pulling clear in front as well. Blaze in third, those medium tyres. He's doing really well to actually stick within that distance of the top 2. Blaze just looking after his tyres. I can't wait to see this battle between these next season. Because of course you've got drivers like Emerson coming in for it as well. And Sly Guy gets a bit wobbly going for a move on Tango that time. And yeah, a bit of contact was made to the side of the car, but that's okay. It's an aggressive overtake contact made, but it's one he'll get away with, and Tango trying to send it back, which is good to see as well. Yeah, I would like to see a couple of people. I don't understand people letting him through. I completely understand it, because you're going to try and fight him. You know he's going to get past you. Eventually, oh, Tango's hit that curb and lost it under the traction. He's on the grass. Will it reset him back to track or not? No, he's going to have to wait and turn it back round. Unfortunate there for Tango. He didn't have a great start after qualifying in P4. And that's what I mean. That's the thing. He was fighting with Sly Guy there. Oh, and Anden just nearly lost it as well. I'll give Blaze a chance. Sly Guy's getting past Death Dragon. And this is what I mean. Of course, you want to fight, but you've got to be sensitive as well, because Tango's tyres might have been unnecessarily warm there because he was fighting Sly Guy, a battle that he's not going to win. That's the thing with letting cars pass. But Death Dragon's having none of this, is he? He's letting Sly Guy. He's not letting Sly Guy through. He's getting back past him. But Sly Guy's going to get back past Death Dragon here, and he's got the racing line. Death Dragon needs to back out of this one before he gets clipped and spun. Yeah, he does. Back out of it. Did the right thing there, Death Dragon. Sly Guy back up to 9th then. And yeah, Lynx isn't exactly pulling away. He's got Blaze right in front. And Epic the Animal and Anden's still 1 and 2. Anden's falling a bit further back after that spin. But what a start. It's been absolutely fantastic, this race so far. And yeah, Black Box is pushing it. He's closing back up to this pack. Watch that 8.8 second gap. Keeps coming down just because everyone else is holding each other up. You know, Sly Guy's got Nolsey to get past again next. Oh, and he's giving me a heart attack. Losing the rear end there. He's pushing to try and get to Nolsey. He's got to push because Death Dragon's going to get him back if he's not careful. And he's not having it his own way today, is he? Is Death Dragon going to make a move? You know, he had the pace too. He just bottled it. No, I don't blame him. He's got the DRS again here now as well. As Nolsey gets the first 3-second penalty of the evening. Sly Guy went a bit wide there. He might be on a warning for that. Is Death Dragon going to try and make the move? No, he's not. He's going to back off. He's not using his deployment. If he used his deployment, it'd have been comfortably alongside and past him. But again, takes us back to that point. Of course, you want to fight. You want every place you can. But you've got to be realistic sometimes. Of course, if your pace is close to him, like I don't know, if you're in the top 4, top 5, apart from Sully, because his teammate, then yeah, fight it. But if you're not in that fight for the race, you're only going to waste your tyre wear and overheat your tyres and risk spinning, as we saw Tango do. I'm not saying, probably wasn't because he was fighting Sly Guy, but it's an example of how it can happen. Yeah, like I say, going back to next season, drivers like Emerson going to be in it. German as well, the gold champion from ADR. Pillars there as well. We've got Chazzo, who's obviously came from PB originally, joining back up with drivers like Sly Guy and others. And Sly Guy is in the pits, so I think he's had enough of this dirty air, isn't he, Sly Guy? He comes into the pits and he wants this clear space at the back, and then he's going to hope for everyone else to pit and have track position. So it's a really early stop, but I said how long will these softs last, because he's been using these tyres like there's no tomorrow. And he's onto the medium tyres. So it's a 2-stopper for Sly Guy then. Tango's coming to the pits as well, getting off those medium tyres. I wonder if he's got damage or whether it's just because he's not been able to cool them down. No, he's not got damage. He's going for the soft tyres then. So yeah, Sly Guy doesn't come out in front of Black Box. That'll be interesting if he's... Oh, I think Sly Guy's just about got it, isn't he? Sly Guy will just about have it, yeah. Black Box, he wants his say in this title fight, doesn't he? And look at Lynx on Blaze then. And they're getting very close out in front as well. Why did he start last? Same game? I really don't know. Lynx and Sly Guy decided to start last. I'm not too sure, but I like to start last. I love starting last myself. I'm a bit of a Dan Murphy myself, but would I start last if it was a race almost trying to win the championship? I'm not sure, but anyway, Lynx started last as well. It's in Division 2 next season. That's scary, isn't it? And he's about to take third place off Blaze. No, he's not. He completely backed out of that to the point where he lost a lot of time, put himself under pressure. Just say, I think he did that just because he knew Blaze might have a good run back with DRS here. His Lynx going to be close enough. He's going to make the move this time though. He's going to get it easily done as well. And Lynx he's got some absolutely insane pace today. Really, really good to see Lynx having this much pace. He's gained so many positions already, up to 13 positions. And up next is the Haas drivers for Lynx. I'm not seeing this sort of pace from Lynx all season. He's been saving this up, hasn't he? He's been practicing, I think, all week. Oh, that would have been tempting if I was B-Rob. He'd send a move and inside Sloth. Sloth's cutting a bit of the grass there as well. And yeah, this is one big train now. Knowlesy's on the back of it. Of course, Knowlesy with that 3-second penalty as well. Yeah, fantastic battle going on here. Epic the Animal. We're not watching the Haas drivers too much. We say whenever the Haas drivers doing well, they do well together. It is a Haas one too as it stands. Lynx is going to be under pressure though because he's... Oh, and Sloth's braking really early there. Didn't give V-Robbie any damage, but yeah, Sloth's put himself under a lot of pressure there. I'm not sure why he did that, but he's got DRS still, so it'll be difficult for V-Robbie to get through. And yeah, he's still even using all his deployment. He's not got as much deployment as Sloth. He's going to try and send one here, and Sully's sending one on Blaze as well. There's contact between both of them, and Sully's getting the move done on Blaze, and Sloth's fighting up very aggressively there, push V-Robbie off a bit, and Knowlesy on these soft tyres going to have a run on V-Robbie now as well. V-Robbie's got to place his car well. He just about has placed his car really well, and then finally gave enough room when he had to. And V-Robbie's on the outside of the track. They're going to make contact here if they're not careful. Here it's a game of chicken. It's a game of chicken. It's Knowlesy's line. Oh, it's really good racing between V-Robbie and Knowlesy this. Knowlesy on the outside might get a bit of a warning for that. Great battle between these two. Knowlesy's got the inside line again. Squeeze a little bit by V-Robbie. There's just enough room. I think V-Robbie's going to have it. He nearly got a tank stuffer and then went flying to Knowlesy. Knowlesy's going to try and send it back as well. There's contact. There's a bit aggressive there from Knowlesy. There's a fantastic bit of racing between these two. And I think V-Robbie's going to have it. No, Knowlesy using that car, and yeah, Knowlesy just runs out of space in the end. Brilliant battling between these two. Aggressive racing, but clean. Gave each other just about enough room. Fantastic racing. And then just really been caught by Lynx. So yeah, Blaze not quite having the race pace, is he? He's fallen back from Sully already. Sully's obviously got past Blaze. We're watching that battle. And Lynx closing up to Andenge then. Andenge's just got act as rear gunner for this Haas team, isn't he? We say how well they work as a team. He saved up deployment. No, he hasn't saved up much deployment at all. But he's falling back from his teammate. How much will he hold him up? 100 bits from Jeff Slayer saying battle of the season, amazing, and this has been fantastic. We're nearly a third of the way through this race already. Oh, gutting to see every lap tick down because this has been an absolute epic fight so far. Haven't even mentioned drivers like Tommy, Max, Arda, Siege, not even said their name once. We're a third of the way through the race just because it's been non-stop. And last night it really disappointed in the Premier League. I think everyone put their hands up and say that was a bit of a shock of a race really from the Premier League. It wasn't the best, but the first third of this race, I'll always remember this. It's been fantastic, battling all the way. And Lynx talking of battling, wants P2 off Andenge soon. He's got to be careful though because the medium runners behind and the soft runners they're going to start to go off now. Sly Guy, by the way, again just closing up that space, isn't he? Down in P18, going for that clear air strategy with the two-stopper. They can go to the end. Sly Guy can definitely take them to the end and stretch them out. But Lynx for P2, he's going to go for it. I think we'll back off. Yeah, he does back off. Sensible thing to do. So he'll have DRS next time round. And then getting a bit wobbly. And Lynx gets a really good exit. And I'd be shocked if coming into turn 4, Andenge is still in P2. And there we go. Lynx on the outside line. Gets ahead of Andenge then. Lynx up in the P2. Oh, and Andenge has just got damage, hasn't he? He's outbraked himself and gone into the back of Lynx. I think he got damage from that. I saw a bit of wing fly off. Blazer's got to be careful and stick that out. But yeah, he's got damage and Denge's just gone off, hasn't he? Oh, he's just outbraked himself there. And Sloth's next to get past him. We've got to be careful now. He's got to try it. Well, he's not obliged to stay off the racing line, but it would be the sporting thing to do if he could. Of course, he's still fighting this race. And yeah, Sloth trying to get past him, but it's not going to be done that easily. Yeah, is that an end plate missing on that right front? Yeah, it is an end plate gone for Anden. So yeah, that's definitely it. Definitely have to pit. Even if it's like green wing damage on this game, you have to pit, really, don't you? Just not enough downforce at all on the car. That's really disappointing for Anden. I think Epic the Animal won't be too happy with that. And there's no one at fault for it. It was just Anden out braking himself, and then unfortunately he's lost an end plate from going to the back of Lynx. But Lynx now 3.5 seconds off Epic the Animal. His tyres will definitely be in worse condition, Lynx, because he's been fighting all the way through the field. His Epic the Animal's just had clear air the whole time. Saved up his deployment as well. It's over half full. Yeah, and he's got this in his hands still, even without the rear gun of a teammate. Don't forget, the medium runners will have the soft tyres in the second stint race, presuming everyone's doing a soft medium or medium soft. Epic the Animal's just about got enough gap at the moment, hasn't he? When do the soft runners pit? When do Epic the Animal and Lynx come in the pits? I'll try and extend it another couple of laps if you can. And then share in the pits then. Tango on the soft tyres in last place. And then just managed to get out in front of him. So yeah, that's 4 pitters now. Black Box had damage, we're not sure what for. Has he got more damage? No, he's not. He's just really struggling to get it round, isn't he, at the moment? Blaze wants that place back from Sully as well. And yeah, I think the soft tyres, yeah, starting to go off. Mediums are quicker, I think, at this stage of the race. And look at the overspeed that Sully's got here. He's saving his deployment, so I don't think he's going to make a move. Yeah, again, he's really slowly backing off. But because he's backed off, Blaze has got through. Sully forgot about that, didn't he? He backed off like Lynx has to try and wait for the DRS zone going down to 4. But yeah, Blaze right behind him. Blaze just snuck back past. I don't think Sully even realised until he was alongside him. And yeah, Blaze up into P3, and now he's the one that's going to take the fight to Lynx to try and get past him. V-Rob, he's going down inside of Sloth. I've got to say, V-Rob, he's second, maybe not second half, but last third of the season, he's been absolutely incredible. We've got a battle going on here between DJ Death Dragon and Sam Swift. Sam Swift again on the medium tyres now. He backs off sensibly, but those soft tyres of Death Dragon run out of grip, and this Sam Swift can go down the inside. No, he's not. Oh, it's all go between this lot. And yeah, I just backed up the point that the medium tyres are overtaking the softs now in terms of tyre wear and speed. SM Strat pit between lap 14 and 15. So it's lap 14 now, so Jacob Slayer has got an idea. One of these might come in, but Epic's staying out. Yeah, if I was Epic, I would stay out. He's got 3.3 seconds in hand, but Blaze is going to be the one to get past Lynx as well. So this will help Epic the Animal, just because Lynx is on the soft tyres. And of course, Blaze might be the one fighting Epic the Animal in the long run, as Arda's just got past Sam and DJ. Around the outside, they're both fighting. Arda's having none of that, and he goes past both of them. Shame I missed that, but that was a straight double overtake from him there. Tommy's going to get involved in this race now, finally. Siege and Nunda and Immortal a bit further back. Siege not quite got the pace today by the looks of it. And Max has come in the pits then for fresh mediums. Tango's trying to get past Anden as well for P19. We're watching battles for P19. It's all going on everywhere. Oh, this is fantastic. But yeah, Blaze, look how much Blaze is now catch up to Epic the Animal as well. He's already taken half a second. And a safety car now would really suit Lynx and Epic the Animal. But yeah, if Lynx pits here, see if I wonder if Epic might pit here though, because yeah, his tyres are really starting to go off. He's lost another half a second on the second half like that. I'm pretty sure he's going to pit here, Epic the Animal. Let's see what he does. He's coming in, isn't he? Yeah, Epic the Animal's coming in. He's starting to lose too much time. Will Lynx follow him? Lynx is following him as well, so he's not going to try and overcut. His tyres are gone as well. So there we go. They both come in, both into the pits. Epic the Animal and Lynx onto the medium tyres, I presume, to the end of the race. Death Dragon and Tom and the other two on the soft side as well, but Knowles staying out. The only other one on the soft tyres. See, Tango is further back, but that's on a different strategy because the early pit stops us. Where does Epic the Animal come out? Oh, this is going to be... Does he come out ahead of Sly Guy? Of course, let's not forget, this is the title battle between Epic the Animal and Sly Guy. Not Epic the Animal, it's Lynx and Sly Guy, sorry. And Lynx comes out behind Sly Guy. Epic the Animal is going to come out in front. And Sly Guy is going to be fighting Lynx now on the track by the looks of it. Lynx will be quicker. Will he catch up to him? Not too sure. Sly Guy's got shadows there as well, and Sly Guy's just got a 3-second penalty as well. It's all going Lynx's way at the moment, isn't it? He's going to the end. Sly Guy's probably got to pit again. He might not have to, but he's used a lot of deployment as well. He's got a penalty. You know, he's got Lynx's teammate right in front of him. Watch this gap. Shadows here is going to do a Sergio Perez. Was 1.8. That's going to start coming down. Look at Shadders. He really is doing a Sergio Perez, isn't he? And look, he's completely slowing down the corners. Is Sligo going to go down the inside? No, he's not. Already half a second that's given Lynx. 7 tenths is given Lynx. And he's obviously going to get past Shadders here, Sligo. Knowles is in the pits now as well. But Shadders has not quite the 7 seconds that Max gained on Lewis when Checo held him up. But Lynx has gained 7 tenths there for his teammate holding him up. As Sully's getting past Blaze for the lead, I presume it's just a straight overtaking the DRS down into turn 4, and it was, yes. So there we go then, and now Lynx will have DRS. Will he have DRS? No, he won't, but I'm pretty sure Shadders is going to let him through here, give him a bit of a slipstream, and then will he just pull out the way here, Shadders? Yeah, he will. That's absolutely quality from Shadders. We mentioned it last night. This is his 98th race, by the way, in a PBE. Absolutely fantastic driver, Shadders. His team player, works hard, turns up for every race, 100% effort every week. Absolutely brilliant, Shadders. Pit time, Jeff was saying, yeah, it was pit time indeed. Everyone is on the medium now. Epic the Animal's a bit laggy, isn't he? So he's had that a few times. Epic the Animal last week involved in instant Lynx, and it wasn't anyone's fault. It's just that Epic the Animal was lagging all over the place. Happened in France as well. I think Blackbox sent him in the wall, but it was just lagging so much you couldn't even tell. Should be a straightforward pass on CJ. It's saved up a lot of deployment here, and yeah, with Lynx in that battle now with Sligo there, and Immortal and Lundy will catch up to as well. Epic the Animal is now going to have some clear air for a bit, so Epic the Animal looking good for this race win as it stands. Immortal getting past Nunda as well for P9. Again, that Lynx is just going to be catching up to this Sligo in this DRS train now too. So he's going to be caught up. Lynx will start to gain again, and Arda's getting past Sam Swift. Sam Swift's trying to stick on the outside, runs out of grip. Now then, medium runners on 17 lap on mediums, which is a lot of the drivers. I think lap 20, lap 21 for the softs. Some might go a bit longer and hope for a safety car if they're going to try for something different. Death Dragon's getting past Tango for P17. Halfway through this race, 1 spinner, 2 bits of damage, and loads of phenomenal racing. But yeah, Epic the Animal in clear air now. It's not good for Sully or Blaze, but they might be able to get ahead of Lynx here on the pit strategy. Look how much Sligo's getting held up by Nunda, almost trying to push through the back of him, and he makes a move down the inside. Yeah, gets that move done. Not much Nunda could have done about it, but look how close Nunda is now to the back of Sligo. Sligo, has he got DRS? Will Sligo get DRS? Was he there before the line? No, he wasn't. So look at this. Lynx is just going to get past Sligo here easily. Lynx up in the P10 then, and Lynx 11 points clear of Sligo in the standings as Nunda's in the pits a bit early, I think. I wonder if he's got a bit of damage somewhere. But yeah, I mean, that's interesting, isn't it? Lynx already in front of Sligo. This is looking difficult for Sligo. There's a yellow flag. I think Knowlesy's gone. Knowlesy's facing the wrong way. He's still got whole front wing, so I wonder if that was just a spin for Knowlesy. Oh, he's facing the wrong way again. Just needs to cool those tyres down a bit. Hopefully he gets it facing the right way soon. And he does. There we go. He's got to cool those tyres down. Unfortunately, he's down at last, so Nunda is on fresh softs to the end. Tango getting passed by Tommy there as well for P16. Yeah, Knowlesy has got it up and running again, but yeah, unfortunately pushing a bit further adrift. Nunda, of course, can go to the end and stretch on those tyres. Blaze and Sully, will any of them be in the pits? Will Blaze go for an undercut here? No, he won't, and I wouldn't either. I'll just save a bit. Will V-Robbie, will anybody go for it? Well, that's the thing, if Sloth pitted on that lap, he'd have come out in front of Sully, Blaze and V-Robbie, so I'm surprised he didn't try and go for that. It'd be difficult as Sam's trying to get back past Arlie. He's had a great battle, he backs off, waits for the second DRS zone. It'd be difficult to go to the end from now on the soft tyres. Thought the last couple of laps might be a bit painful, but worth going with something different, I'd have thought. So we'll see. Will Knowlesy beat Latifi for this race? He's started it at the moment, hasn't he? But on those fresh mediums, obviously struggling a little bit there, Knowlesy. Immortal's in the pits down out in P18. So far, it's been the best race of the season. It's been absolutely brilliant. And Lynx and Siege, and he's going to try and go for it. And Siege lets Lynx through. And Siege, it's gone off there. I wonder if he's got a bit of damage, or whether that was just because he was on a different racing line, trying to let Siege through, or was he just letting Sligo through as well? He doesn't want to get in the way of that battle. Yeah, Siege on a bit of a quiet race, but I can't be saying all 20 names of the amount that's going on. Lynx has got this. Racecraft beats Pace if they're similar. Lynx's Racecraft this season. He's won one race. He's literally just won one race. As Blaze and V-Robbie pit, Sully stays out, so Sully could be a bit of a sitting duck. Well, not if when everyone else comes into pits, because they're going to put the softs on Sloth, Blaze and V Robbie. And Sully needs a really quick lap here. Knowlesy's been back in the pits, so if he got damage, Sully might get a bit of DRS on the straight from Knowlesy. Let's see what sort of traffic these are in. Will they come out in traffic? They've got Sly Guy just in front, so Lees could come out just behind Lynx and Sly Guy. And Siege is there as well, so that Siege could come to his rescue. Knowlesy gets a penalty for corner cutting now as well. I'm not quite sure if he's got more damage or if he's just getting out of the way. But Siege could come to Sully's rescue, because he's going to hold these cars up for the twisty bit of the track. There we go, look, they're not pushing these softs. Blaze is going to get held up here. He's going to go down the inside. He does go down the inside, and Siege not fighting it too hard. Again, just moves to the side. But Blaze needs to really push it down now, the rest of Sector 2 and Sector 3, to try and leapfrog Sully, because he was held up, obviously, Sector 1. V Robbie now as well wants to get past Siege, and Siege's tyres are dead, aren't they? He's trying to push Siege's car along. Sully is in the pits. This is going to be close between Sully and Blaze. Sly Guy's close behind Lynx as well. Lynx is 4 seconds off Epic the Animal. Knowlesy has retired. He's retired in the pits, I think he has, yeah. And Arda's in the pits now as well. Sam's getting past. Epic the Animal's now back up into the lead. Where does Sully come out though? Where will Sully come out? Blaze down into up into P6, sorry. It'll be close between Blaze and Sully. Sully's now coming out the pit lane. Where will he come out though? Will he get in front of Blaze? Has Blaze got it? Blaze has comfortably got it, hasn't he? V Robbie's going to have it as well. Look at that. And Sloth's got it as well. So even though they're held up by Siege a bit, Sully, by pitting 1 lap later there, has lost 3 positions. And yeah, obviously he was the lead car at the time. So always being that car in front, you have a disadvantage, because the ones behind you can just do the opposite of what you do in front, as we saw so many times this season F1 with obviously Norris in Russia for the main one as well, more notably last week in Abu Dhabi. And we've got cars just moving away. I'm not sure who's that car? Is that car going? Oh, it's Knowlesy's car coming out of the pits. Epic the Animal 1.4 ahead of Sam Swift. Sam Swift's hoping for a safety car thing. I think he'll be in pretty soon. Yeah, Lynx has not quite got the pace off Epic the Animal. He's 5 seconds off now, so he's lost some time somewhere. Sly Guy's going to try and get that back. Sam is now in the pit, so this is straight shooting now for position. Sully is gambling for the overcut. Yeah, it went horribly wrong, didn't it? Blaze sets the fastest lap. V Robbie now gets that fastest lap off him. It's a straight shootout between these to the end then, isn't it? Sly Guy will be trying to go to the end, I'm pretty sure, as well. And yeah, that's what I was saying before. Instant Knowlesy up, and Sly Guy's going to try and get it back off Lynx, and he does go down the inside. Lynx knows he's just got to, even if Sly Guy tries to hold him up or tries to do something different, he's got that 3-second penalty. He's got 11 points, Lynx, and Sly Guy has as well. He's just got to be sensible. Try and sit behind him. If they all get overtaken by the soft runners, so be it. Just because Lynx doesn't need the points. But Blaze, V Robbie, Sloth and Sully, on those tyres, you'd favour them to get past both of these, wouldn't you? And these two, the 2 championship leaders, Sly Guy and Lynx, they're really holding up the rest of the ones on the fresh softs. So this is not quite gone to plan their race from starting from the back. They gained places early on, those soft tyres, but the downside to that is they wore off quickly, and now they're on the mediums, and the other cars behind. But this has worked really well to Lynx's advantage, because he's won the 11-point lead. And as it stands, Sly Guy's going to strike. Is he coming in the pits now? Sly Guy, he is. The Sly Guy's in the pits. That'll be softs to the end now for him. And Sly Guy needs an absolute monster of a third stint. So it's to be a third stint on that 2-stopper. V-Roy's will be cutting the corners. Andenge getting past Def Dre. Andenge a great recovery drive. And Lynx got the DRS. That's going to help him stay in front of V-Robbie and Blaze up in the P2 though. This could be, if Blaze needs to just get clear of that DRS zone, I think he will do as well, just because of the pace he's got on those soft tyres. And Lynx under big pressure now from V Robbie. He's positioned his car in the right place though. Lynx is just about now. It's a Max and Lewis in Hungary situation. He's sending it down the inside. V Robbie has a really good move. He can make it stick. Round the outside, he's going to have more grip, but Lynx has got the racing line, gets more purchase off that, and Lynx stays in front for now. He just covers off that racing line nicely. V Robbie going for the up and under low. And yeah, again, just off that racing line. It's such a bumpy track, isn't it? Up and down, the terrain's different. If you're not on the racing line, you do tend to get a bit wobbly. But V Robbie's going to have Lynx here and go up into P3, isn't he? Fantastic, this from V Robbie. Brilliant move again. Got the DRS open. Already got the move though. And Sloth's now getting past Lynx as well for P4. Sloth's looking incredibly quick. I think they've all been practicing for this race today, haven't they? Because they have looked absolutely incredible. Sully's next in Lynx's rear mirrors. And Andenge and Death Dragon are fighting out again. Andenge getting past and Lynx getting past by Sully, and Sloth round the outside of V-Robbie. Sloth up into P3 now. He does have that penalty though. Watch the battle between Epic the Animal and Blaze, because there's been a second change in that over the last lap and a half. So how close can Blaze get to Epic the Animal? It's been Epic the Animal's race. A lot of times this season though, something has gone wrong for Epic the Animal. Hopefully for him that won't happen today. Sly Guy down in 12th. He needs to get at least P4. That's with Lynx not getting any points, so he needs to at least get himself up to there. But with them all battling each other and him being on the freshest softs, he'll definitely gain. We know what he's like making overtakes as well, so keep your eyes on Sly Guy. He obviously didn't think he'd make the mediums last. I think he's always going for the two-stopper. But some of the pace some of these drivers today has just been too much for Sly Guy and Lynx. Well, especially Sly Guy just to ram through it all with no safety car either. That's really not helped them with that strategy starting last. And V-Robbie's getting past Sloth now on the straight, further in front, down to turn 1. V-Robbie gets that position back. And this is helping Blaze pull away a little bit. It's 4.2. He's going nearly another half a second on Epic the Animal. Of course, these soft tyres are in their prime at the moment. In a few laps, they'll start to lose a little bit of grip. Sly it's the fastest lap of the race, which could be important. That extra point, extra point for Sly Guy, of course. He's got Menace Max up in front as well, so watch that. Pretty sure with the DRS he's going to get Max pretty comfortably, and yeah, Max just going to move to the inside. Let Sly Guy take us on. V-Robbie's got a 3-second penalty. So Sully, as it stands, is on the podium, and Lynx will be up in 4th as well. Lynx has just got to try and stick with this train. Obviously they're on much fresher tyres and newer tyres as well, and softer tyres. Yeah, if he can stay within the DRS, that'll be good for him, because come the last couple of laps, those soft tyres will start to go off a bit more, and Lynx mediums will be in better shape. But he's comfortably got P6. Comfortably got P6 here, Lynx. It's 8.5 seconds to Death Dragon in 7th. And yeah, Sly Guy's at the back of that train, where Death Dragon is at the moment. Well, he will be at the back of it in a minute, and that's the thing we've really got to watch out for. Blaze only taking a 10th or 2 on that lap from Epic the Animal, and he's not been a good lap from Blaze, because look, V-Robbie's right there, and this won't help Blaze in that charge to Epic the Animal. V-Robbie down the inside gets the move done, and there we go. Lynx falling further back as well on those medium tyres. And yellow flag for Andenge. Andenge facing the wrong way. He's lost his whole front wing, unfortunately. Virtual safety car. We've got a virtual safety car for Andenge losing a front wing. Yeah, he's got that facing the right way as a second. His answer. I'm not sure if he was involved with another car. I didn't see any car around him. But yeah, Andenge. Oh, I think it's given Siege a legal overtake there, which is absolute bollocks. But that's Codemasters for you. And that's given Andenge a legal overtake. One of you just take the penalty. Doesn't matter. And that'll be removed at the end. There's no safety car. Arda's in the pits. Yeah, Arda's obviously had. No, he's not changing front wing, but he's quite a way back, so he must have had an incident somewhere along the line. He's nearly been lapped, Arda. Been so much going on, I'm not seeing what's happened to him. Lynx got one hand on the top. Yeah, he has DRS enabled, and we're back going. That's a good time for Blaze as well to try and get his place back on V-Robbie. Again, he's just patient, isn't he? He waits for the second DRS zone. It's in Blaze's hands because of the 3-second penalty, and Death Dragon's losing 2 places there. Sam and Tommy both getting past him, and Sly Guy there in 10th as well. Of course, that 3-second penalty is not going his way, is it? Not going his way at all. Tommy's going to be under pressure from Sam here. I think Sam's going to make a move as well. Yeah, Lynx has got one hand on the title, that's for sure. And Engine's in the pits then. Down the inside going Sam Swift. Turns, he's taken a lot of that curb. He's not got the best exit because of it, but he's got more grip on those soft tyres. He's got the racing line, but Tommy's quicker. Tango's a 3-second penalty. Who's going to back out of this? No one's going to back out. And look how close they're going to get close. Oh, that's really good racing there. Sam Swift, lovely move around the outside. Tommy was really yanking that wheel right in the hope that he didn't make contact with Sam Swift's right rear. It's strange, this game, because in a situation like that, in real life, look at cops. Obviously, it's the car in front that gets tagged at the rear that goes spinning in real life, but on this game it always seems to be the front end that's really weak, and Arda's retired in the pits, unfortunately. It always seems to be the car that gets hit at the front that gets turned, and Sloth's getting passed by Sully down to turn 1. These 4 cars, they're all on a similar strategy, all fighting it out still for P2, and they're all slowly catching Epic the Animal. It needs to be Blaze in that P2 or Sully. Sully's got a lap fresher softs as well, as Max is in the pits and Side Guy's getting past Death Dragon. It's got to be Blaze or Sully, just because V-Robbie's got the 3-second penalty. So he takes a charge to Epic the Animal. he's not going to get it anyway because of the penalty. And yeah, Arda's car hopefully doesn't cause too many problems. Black Box saying 13 14 is not gone his way really this race today, is it? Big shame for him, and hopefully Arda's car doesn't cause any problems. Yeah, Siege having to swerve out the way for that, I think, as well. But, yeah. Oh, I think it goes anyway, but I'm not 100% sure. Tango might find out. But, there's two cars at 40 between the pits. 3.2 between the top two lanes. Epic the Animal might just be managing his tyres a bit. Yeah, he's got plenty of deployment as well. Blaze has got plenty of deployment. V-Bobby hasn't. Oh, and Blaze might be an illegal overtake there because he went round on the outside of the track. But no, it looks like Blaze is able to keep it. Blaze with the deployment, he's got to try and use that now, but V-Bobby's just got a good run, hasn't he? He's going to get him straight back here. Blaze going to try and fight it. He knows he can't even fight it. He's just going to let V-Bobby through. It's pointless fighting it. He's not got the deployment. Oh, and V-Bobby getting a bit aggressive there, sending one back on Blaze. They're all still catching. I tell you what, this fighting each other can actually bring them to Epic the Animal closer because they're not losing much time, so they're all very quick. But getting the DRS of each other is bringing them closer, and it's 3 seconds now to Epic the Animal. So Blaze and Sully in particular, looking good. All it takes is Epic the Animal to get a penalty, and yeah, it really brings them into it, doesn't it? Don't forget, these soft tyres will start to lose a bit of their freshness now, won't they? Yeah, I was saying earlier, I've still not got to it. I said it about half a race ago now. How many wins this season? Lynx with just the one win. So, yeah, and that came in Netherlands, which is a strong track for him. You know, Sly Guy, I think, has won 7. V-Bobby under pressure then from Blaze. Blaze going to go for it here. He kind of has to because Sully's right there. And again, it's that situation. You don't want to get past, but if you don't get past, you're going to get passed by the car behind. Sloth sort of backed off from this a little bit, and obviously that penalty as well. But Lynx 4.3 seconds further back, and for Lynx it's 7.5 ahead of Sly Guy. Sly Guy with that penalty. It's going to take a Lynx crash or something to go very wrong for Lynx, and a safety car or something for Sly Guy to win this. But we all saw last Sunday in real life what happened, so you can't rule anything out. You can never rule it out. Lynx Army saying German as well. Yeah, Lynx was German's teammate as well. German was in that McLaren. Yeah, Shadow's done a great job for Lynx as well, holding up Sly Guy for him at one stage as well. But it's looking good for Lynx. I'm gutted he can't make Sundays for next season, so he's going to be still racing on Saturday. It's still going to be a fantastic battle. He's still going to have other drivers like V-Robbie and Sloth to battle with. Sam as well. There's going to be so many different pieces coming in as well on the Saturday. And Andench has retired in the pits. For goodness sake, not another one. What is the need for that? Anyway, not going to let some silly antics ruin this race. It's been absolutely fantastic. Blaze then, he's got a bit more distance this time. He's got used deployment. Yeah, he's using his deployment this time, so he knows he's got a bit of distance. And look, it's 2.2 to Epic the Animal, so he stays in front here and has a good lap, Blaze, and tries to pull clear of a second. V-Bobby's got a good couple of attempts there, come out of that corner. Then he could be in for a good chance of closing up to Epic the Animal and getting outside this DRS, but Sully's right there as well, pushing V-Bobby along. Neither of them have got too much deployment left. Sully's got plenty of deployment left. He could win this race, Sully. He needs to make moves, though. He needs to make moves. He needs to try and get ahead of V-Bobby. V-Bobby getting wobbly. Yeah, these medium tyres, Epic the Animal, they're just not quite producing the pace, and V-Bobby's getting really wobbly there as well. And that is going to allow Blaze to run. Is Sully going to go for a move? No, he's not. He didn't quite have to line. And this is the thing, coming onto the straight now as well. Look how close they are, but V-Bobby will have the DRS from Blaze. V-Bobby could even take this to Blaze. How close are they going to get? But look, the overspeed from Sully. Sully's going to go for it here. And he manages to get past V-Bobby, but V-Bobby's sending it flying around on the outside. Really aggressive there from V-Bobby, and he keeps the position, but he gets another penalty in fighting it. And that's it. Any chance of V-Bobby on the podium completely gone now. And look again, the speed from Sully. He's going to get it here. It's going to take a miracle of a Max Verstappen. Oh, and V-Bobby again just tried to fight that a bit too hard, I think, in the end, and lost out to Sully. That was Sully's corner. Brazil turned 4. It looked like he thought he was going to go flying on the outside there and try and claim the place, but that's Sully through, unfortunately for V-Bobby. That's hit him off the podium. Yeah, just got a little bit too aggressive in the end there, and that gives Lynx another place. Sly Guy really catching up, but again, like I said, there needs to be a safety car on this lap, or this title is going to be Lynx's. And Safety car preferably for Sligo. It'd be for a Lynx crash, but Lynx has just taken it easy. He knows what he's got to do. I don't think he bothered battling the cars in front. No mistakes from Lynx is all it requires. And yeah, now they've all got clear. Now Blaze has got the clear air, and Sully, it's the tyres for them that are starting to go off a little bit. If I was Blaze, I'd let him buy and save the RS. Yeah, they could have just let Leroy buy, but they'd have to get past him anyway if he doesn't get past Epic the Animal. Yeah, that gap's stabilised now between the top two. Sully's got one nap fresher soft tyres, and he's got more deployment. Sully could be the man to take this to him. Yeah, Sully only had one podium this season, we mentioned earlier, but this has been a really strong race. It's been a strong race from everyone, to be honest. It's been incredibly strong. Apart from the three cars that have called it quits. Shadows even still going down there in 17th. Been a fantastic drive for him. Max, not seen much from him, but down in 16th. Going for fastest lap is going to be difficult because Sly Guy's got it. Tanger in 15th, started 4th, unfortunately had an instant earlier on. Siege in 14th, not seen him much. Black Box, same for him in 13th. But again, just shows the strength for the leads, isn't it? Shows the strength for some of the drivers we have. Black Box is one that's been 13th. Nunda 12th, Immortal 11th, Tommy 10th. Death Dragon 9th. They had so many battles between each other. Death Dragon and Sam have as well. Sam's managed to pull clear and getting to 8th now. 1.5 between the top two. Are about to start the penultimate lap of the Champions League season. It's all looking very good for Lynx, isn't it? In fact, it's all looking pretty much done for him now, because you're not going to get a safety car list late on. Sly Guy in 7th. Yeah, this two-stop has just not worked for him. He's just not... Well, he's, like I say, one of the quickest drivers in the world, no doubt about it, but some of the drivers he's racing against have just been too quick to do a two-stop and just run through the pack from the back like he has done in previous races, like in Japan. Lynx in 6th, incredible starting from the back as well. Don't get me wrong, Sly Guy do have a disconnect as well, which didn't help. We lost a couple of places early on. Yeah, Lynx on the one stop. That's worked better than the two stop, clearly. Soft and V will be back now for P4 and 5 now. There's 2 seconds between them. And Black Box, as Black Box just retiring the pits. He has, unfortunately. Not sure why, we've only got 2 laps left. Is that Glock going slowly? Yeah, oh god. Yeah, don't say that. But Blaze is 1.4 off Epic the Animal. It's just going to come a bit too late, isn't it? Sully's right there as well, though, so this could be a really good battle. Look at the amount of deployment that Sully's saved up. Blaze hasn't got anywhere near as much. B-Robbie still wants to get involved with this because he knows if he pulls out another 6 temps, 7 temps, he'll be ahead of Sloth. And in P4, but mind you, Lynx is there as well, so Lynx could take that position, yeah. Here we go then. Epic the Animal starts the last lap of the season. He's dominated this race. Sully's dominating that speed though on the straight. He gets past Blaze for P2, and these two have had a fantastic battle all day. Sully and Blaze have been, two of the drivers of the day for me. See, Epic the Animal might claim that, but... And now Sully's... He's within a second. He is within a second. He's using all his deployment now. Blaze has used all of his. It's 8 tenths. The only problem is, the only DRS he's going to have left, it's going to be on the straight. The only chance he's going to have, Sully, is to do it on the line or hope that Epic the Animal makes a mistake or gets the penalty. Come on, baby, saying German to Lynx. And yes, Lynx has got it, hasn't he? I mean, even if Sly Guy takes him out now, it's not going to do anything. Because Sly Guy can't catch up. Yellow flag is for Shadows going slowly, I think. Death Dragon's getting past, and Shadow's got 10 seconds left. Just getting out of the way of the fight, I think. Or just trying to do 1 lap less, I'm not too sure. Yeah, he's being lapped now, Shadows. Epic the Animal looks like he's going to take this win unless he makes a really big mistake somewhere. Sully saved up enough deployment for the straight though, and he's just not got a good enough exit though. Using all his deployment now, he's got 6 attempts to gain up. It's not going to happen, unfortunately, but this has been a stellar effort from Sully. 1 more lap, and I think he would have given it a great chance to win this race. But it's Epic the Animal who wins the Brazilian Grand Prix. Straightforward win in the end. Sully in second, Blaze in third. Fantastic race from them. Sly Guy and Lynx, look, there we go, look, going slowly side by side. They've got a lot of respect for each other, haven't they? And they are... Well, they're going to let Sam have a position there as well. They're going to cross the line side by side to end the season. Look at that. Lynx is the Champions League champion. Winning just 1 race this season. It's consistency that matters. He's been on the podium, I think, about 11 times. The consistency is what's done it for Lynx. Sligo down in the race, finishing the race in 10th. Lynx in 7th. That doesn't matter. Lynx is the champion. Sam finished up in 6th in the end. Good race for Mercedes. Death Dragon in 8th. One of the most improved drivers of the season. Incredible Death Dragon. Tommy in 9th. Always finds a way to get into the points. But Lynx is your Premier League, Champions League champion, and it came down all the way to the wire, didn't it? And in the end, Sly Guy just didn't quite have it today. I suppose we'd better invite Lynx in the party as well to have a quick word. That was absolutely fantastic. Really, really good effort. 4D and no safety car the whole race. The racing was absolutely incredible. There's 4 people retired in the pits, unfortunately. that's the season done. That's me done for the season. Of course, don't forget you've got League 1 and League 2 tomorrow as well. That competition's still going. We've got double figures in that now as well. So thanks to everyone that's joining for that. Sly Guy driver of the day. Wow. Even still, Game likes him. Come on, Links, name Theo. Yeah, German, very happy with Links as well. Links on his way to the Champions Champion. Wholesome moments, don't you have to say? Yeah, they were brilliant working together, those two, weren't they? Really, really good battling between them all season. And I've got to say, that's the one, probably the best race we've had all season. Best race for me to commentate on anyway. Sly Guy did get the fastest lap point as well. Epic the Animal, I think one more lap and he'd have been under a lot of pressure. 100th online race this came under. Oh, well done. V-Bobby saying that was fun. Yeah, it was fantastic. I'm really pleased with V-Bobby because this second half of the season, we mentioned it earlier, he's really come on leaps and bounds, getting those results going. And yeah, looking forward to seeing it. He'll be one of the favourites for the Division 2 next season on the Saturday. Sloth in 4th, really strong showing, back to his form from the beginning of the season. It's picking a funny order here. Blaze 2 podiums in a row. Looking forward to seeing him in Division 1 next season. Sully as well. If he can race like that every week, that would be absolutely fantastic for him. But yeah, Epic the Animal getting the win today. Really, really solid win. He had it under control all the way. He was just lucky the race ended when it did, I think, for him. But yeah, Lynx is your oh, I've said it too much now. Lynx is your champion. Let's get them in. Top 3. Epic the Animal. Let's see if Sully wants a word. Just his second podium of the season. And then let me find. We'll get Links. There we go. Oh, be great to speak to them. Blackbox saying invite us to the commentary box. Oh, Blackbox wants to get in as well. We'll do it one by one. I think there might be a few people want to come in and have a word. But yeah, let me get. Oh, I didn't get Blaze in. Blaze doesn't do interviews though, so that's why I've not bothered to get him in. He didn't want to last week when he won the race in Monaco, because I doubt he will this week. But even nonetheless, absolutely fantastic race. Really enjoyed that. Hope everyone in the comments did as well, watching along. A good 45 people in at one point as well. But yeah, just wait for everyone to join us as well. Want to hear from the champion. Want to hear from the champion. I'm not incredible though, isn't it? I would say Premier League and Champions League, but so many quick drivers in it. We've always said the consistency from day one is going to be what matters. Lynx has won one race this season to be the champion. Won one race. And the amount of points he's got is incredible. It's just the consistency, picking up the second, third, fourth. It's not about winning every race. Anyway, I think Sully's joined us. Sully, brilliant podium for you, mate. Incredible pace. Was it Brazil today? Was Brazil today the good thing for you? Have you learnt some new tricks over the last few weeks? Not bad, mate. Yeah, I was still in quali. You invalidated your final lap. We thought that could have been good, close to pole position, in fact. But yeah, did you regret pitting a lap later? Do you think you could have won that race if you pitted? Obviously, being you were in front of the 3 cars behind, I think V-Robbie, Sloth, and Blaze, and then you come out behind all 3 of them pitting a lap later. But obviously, that's the disadvantage of being in front. But do you think that's what could have won you the race? Oh, hang on a minute, mate. They're saying they can't hear you. That's all right.
Okay, I think it should be good now.
Yeah, that's fine, mate. Can hear you.
Perfect, lovely. Yeah, probably in hindsight, maybe. But I don't know, I kind of wanted it. My softs were used from quali, so I wasn't sure if they'd last. I didn't know how long the softs last around here because I hadn't done any practice. But no, hindsight's a great thing. But no, I'm happy enough. One more lap and it would have been interesting.
Yeah, that would have been very close, especially with DRS on that final lap as well. I thought could mount a bit of a challenge. In the end, Epic the Animal had a bit too much pace. But yeah, great to see you back on the podium, mate. And next season, Division 1. What's your hopes for that then?
Maybe get a win or two would be fine. Like, I don't think I'll be contesting any championships purely because I probably won't be able to make all the races. But I know a win or two would be happy enough for that now.
Anyway, yeah, great speech, man. First time I spoke to you all season, so yeah,
Cheers,
really
thanks
good
very
to see you
much.
on the podium again. A fantastic race. Going to go to Epic the Animal now. Epic the Animal in the end one more lap, I think it'd have got a bit scary, but dominant win from you. And finally, you had a race where you were in the lead, where I think you're probably waiting for the safety car, and it never came.
Absolutely, I was waiting for it the whole time. Every time I got in a window for like a different set of tires, I would switch it immediately because I was pretty much expecting it. But yeah, this is what happens when I don't get hit. Usually, yeah, I don't know what to say. This one, I had to work for it the whole time. You know, it might have not looked like it to you guys, but to me, you know, heart's pumping the whole time, and I'm pushing the whole time because I know that those soft runners are going to be coming in the second stint. But yeah, I felt pretty comfortable. I worked a long time on the race setup. I was having trouble with it. Finally got it fine-tuned, felt comfortable. I don't even know if this is like considered one of my quickest tracks, but I always seem to do really well in the race pace on it, and I just really like this track. You know, it's a happy medium of there's places to overtake, but it's not a slipstream fest, which I like that happy medium. And yeah, this is a good way to end the season and get the momentum going for next season.
Absolutely, yeah. Brilliant race from you. Again, whilst it looked dominant, of course it clearly wasn't. The pace every single lap, brilliant. But yeah, obviously you had a slow start to the season for other reasons, but last part of the season you've been absolutely incredible. Next season, what's your hopes?
Champ, I'm looking for one thing and one thing only: championships.
I think we all know what that is. Yeah,
especially
absolutely.
Especially now that I can show up for every race. Like, you know, at the beginning of the season, I was still working another job where I was missing. What did I miss? Like 6-7 races. So that, you know, that's a big difference right there, because I feel like if you look at people like me or Sly Guy or Lynx, you know, we're all quick and close to the pace, but we have our pros and cons. So I think my pro is, as long as I can avoid bad luck, I seem to be very consistent with my podiums. So, you know, I don't really have a track on this game where I'm like, yeah, that's my track right there. You know, I'm just like pretty good at
that's a good thing though, isn't it? It's a good thing if you're generally good at all of them.
Yeah, I'm hoping, just my goal is just always race my race, go the fastest I can go, and just execute, you know, get those podiums. It's going to be a lot harder. I mean, some of the names, you know, Denzo, Rick Dalton, Young Lights, there's a lot of guys that can hold that kind of pace that me, Sly Guy, Lynx, and Black Box hold. So it's not just going to be a 3-car race next season each week. It's going to be a 7-car race at least. So I'm ready for the fight. I was in a league before that had like 9 cars fighting for wins. You know, it's kind of esports style. We're all following each other. So I'm comfortable and used to racing in that kind of atmosphere, and look forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's 8 names you've reeled off there, and that's without mentioning the 2 previous champions of ALR Gold, which are German and Emerson. German already not getting on that in the comments, but it's so many, just so many next season. Again, it's all going to be about consistency. Anyway, congratulations on the win, Epic Young, really deserved. We are going to invite Sly Guy into the party as well, and Black Box as well. We'll add them all. We'll get them all in, see what they've got to say for the end of the season. Lynx has already got an invite. Sly Guy and... let me get Black Box. There's Sly Guy in. Let me find Black Box. Where is he? I think he's got his thing offline. That doesn't help. But yeah, like I say, all season the title fight been between those 3. Obviously, Black Box unfortunately had to drop out. But yeah, Lynx won it. Lynx finished in P6. Sly Guy in P7. Sly Guy went for the 2-stopper. But yeah, it just didn't work out too well for either of them starting last, but I was trying to get Black Box in the party. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Oh, there we go. Black Box is in anyway. Black Box, what you got to say, mate?
I've got a few things I want to say. 2 or 3 things. One, I just want to say thank you to all the viewers that have tuned in throughout the whole season. You know, I mean, it's obviously not as fun when I'm not racing. I think I've missed 5 races in total or something like that. So obviously that's not good for the viewers. But yeah, our second thing is I just want to say congratulations to Lynx. He deserved this one. Yeah, he's been my buddy from the IFR days, and that leads me on to my third point as well. 2 to 3 weeks ago, you know, I was having like a really trash time. I got dropped by IFR, demoted. But just want to say thank you to my new team, FVR, and for taking me on. And, you know, we're the 2nd best team in the world. But anyway, that's besides the point. It's all about Lynx today. And yeah, well done, mate.
Yeah, absolutely lovely words on Black Box. Of course, been a fantastic season from yourself as well. Plenty of wins. There's been a great battle between you all the way. But yeah, in fact, thanks for joining us, mate. It's been a really good season.
Thank you for having me.
And yeah, well, I'll just wait. Oh, Lynx is in. Is Lynx in? He's not saying anything. He says he's... There he is. There's Lynx. Well, there's a champion for you. We've still got 26 viewers. They've all been waiting to hear you speak. Lynx, champion. How's it feel, mate?
Just winning once. And then, you know, I haven't been the fastest this season. You know, I've just always been third or, you know, just fourth, like a bit off. But I've just kept it consistent. I've just got to the positions where, you know, I can get to. And this race was probably the funnest one because me and Sly were talking through the week saying, how can we make this like really good? Like, how can we make this a really good final? And then we just came up with the idea to just start last and just put on a show and see how far we can get up. Yeah, the start of the race was good as well. You know, I got through the field really fast, and then Sly had an ERS issue where he used it on the formation lap, so he was just draining it, and then he had to leave and he had to join back. And by that time, I was already quite far ahead. But yeah, it was a good season. You know, not my best, to be honest. I'm happy with it because I've won, but I'm not overly happy because I've only had one win and I've had like a couple of thirds and stuff. But yeah, no, it's been a good season, very fun. All the people I've raced with are fast, fair. Yeah, it was really fun. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, brilliant words from you there, Lynx. Deserved champion, is what we mentioned earlier. Only one race win, but it's a consistency. It's a lack of mistakes, a constant pace. And yeah, I've got to say, in the race today, I mean, I've seen Sly Guy, of course, go flying through the field, but every move Sly Guy made, you made a move as well further up, and you're just always in front, gave you the advantage. Was Brazil a particularly strong track for you? Have you been practicing this week?
I mean, yeah, no, I've practiced a little bit for it, but I don't really have a lot of time to practice on Saturdays at the minute. But I know Brazil is one of my stronger tracks, and I just love it so much. And after Canada and Monaco, I was just like, oh, I finally have a track where I can actually compete. And by, I think, lap 7, or not even that, maybe even lap 5, I was like 6th from, 16th? Yeah. Those opening laps were so fun. Yeah, just, you know, finding little gaps, and that's what racing is. You just got to find those little gaps and just find a space and just sneak through or have a nice battle, and yeah, it was fun. Obviously, at the end, I did get caught by those soft runners, but I was kind of expecting that. I just wanted to have fun on those softs, just to climb through, and then, yeah, obviously... You know, P7, because me and Sly slowed down and Sam got past. But yeah, it was a fun race, and yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, well, certainly, from my point of view, I think it was the best race of the season. That was. It had everything going on everywhere. No safety car either at all, which made a change as well.
Yeah,
it's really good, really good to see. But that usually
I thought it was going to be an Abu Dhabi all over again because Sly pitted for those second softs.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I was on old mediums. I was like, oh, if a safety car comes out, I'm going to appeal or something.
Yeah. I'll say you wouldn't have been too happy with that, but yeah, I don't look like Sly Guy's joining us, but yeah, I'm sure
I've messaged him. He's not answering me.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. Well, anyway, it's been an absolutely great season. Really looking forward to next season as well. We've got to have 2 top divisions. Division 2, obviously, for you, Lynx, but there's going to be competition all over it, that's for sure. Division 1 as well. So yeah, that's me done for the season anyway. Obviously, League 1 and League 1 and League 2, you'll see tomorrow. The finale for them. Oh, very quickly. There we go. Look, just before I was about to end the stream, Sly Guys joined.
Very sorry.
That's all right, mate. How are you?
Good.
How was your race? 2-stopper? Was that always planned?
Yeah, it was planned. Didn't go well because I quite literally had an ERS issue at the beginning of the race. So I have excuses.
He's got the excuses lined up.
I got the Monaco wheelbase overheat. I got this. I just have excuses.
I know, it's been a luck the last couple of weeks, obviously last week especially, because that is your track, isn't it? You own that track, but yeah, anyway, you put on a great show for us all season, and even still today, some of the moves you made are absolutely incredible. But
it was fun.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's the one word I could describe that race. It was brilliant to watch you as well, and yeah, just like I say, over the season, to all of you still with us, it's been fantastic, and yeah, thank you to you all for racing with us as well. Any other points anyone else would like to add or quickly say before we end it?
Quali was nice.
Yeah.
Quali was very nice.
Quali was very nice.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I like that quali session. That was great.
Right. anyway, that's going to be us done for the season. Yeah, well, we'll see you all. I'll see you all next season for HG. It's only a few weeks away. Grids will be done beginning of January, and I think our first race is Monday the 10th of January. So, yeah, I'll see you then. Thank you very much everyone for watching the race. I'll see you next season. I'll see you tomorrow for League 1, League 2.